What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Let me send out the live to let everyone know I'm here. We got some things to talk about today. Hope everyone is doing well. Let me turn this off. I live in a place that's hot in the day and cold in the night. You understand? Who's in the chat? Let's see who's about here. Lee Grant, wonderfully made. Yvonne Jacobs, Christina, Colette Cave, Gail Proverbs, Rosemary Lira won fan of the month again. Wait a minute. So you're just controlling everything over there, girl? What's going on Facebook? So people, we gotta have a quick conversation today about some stuff and you know someone just dropped a dislike. Yo, these people make me laugh. I've been live for how many seconds? 2 minutes and 20 seconds, and I got two dislikes already. So if you could drop a like on the video, that would be wonderful. These people are something else, eh? Oh my god. You really think you're gonna stop me, eh? So today I want to talk about a very big problem that's going on, and I think that we need to come to some type of understanding. Hi, Earth to 473. How are you, Marcia, my girl? Yeah. This segment is called the Dancehall Discourse, but I'm making some changes to this segment. So first thing, let me try to get. Actually, let me just try to send this link out to everybody to let them know that I'm live. So I'm gonna be going six. I'm gonna be going live 6 p.m. from now on instead of 8 p.m. This is to kind of help with the UK followers that are feeling neglected. So if you didn't know, like my third biggest following is the UK, and when I go live at 9 and 10, it's really late for them. So they would like to be a part of the live conversations. So I have to start going live earlier to accommodate them. So they they're okay with 6 p.m. lives because that's 11 p.m. for them, right? Um, Free thinker, big up yourself, Clarendon. The Bajans in Clarendon, the only Bajan family over there is mine, the Babs. James Bond, my baby father, Christina, yeah. So I'm moving to 6 p.m. I'm gonna be doing 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. instead of 8 till 10 or 9 till 11, just to kind of help out the UK posse a little bit because they've been frustrated. They can't ever catch the lives; they're just too late for them. And I don't have a fan base like a lot of other people. Like a lot of my followers actually have jobs and stuff, so they can't be up at like 3 in the morning watching me and stuff. So that's kind of where the situation is. Also, as you know, there's a lot of drama going on YouTube surrounding some people, and we've just gone to the stage where things are going to be handled legally, and because of that, uh, Vibes Cartel is no longer going to be a topic of discussion on this platform. Neither is the Gaza. Those two topics have been removed indefinitely. So I don't speak on Alkaline and I don't speak on Vendetta, and I'm including now Cartel and I'm including Gaza. This is to kind of keep the mad people away, because what they're doing is they're twisting and turning things that are being said about these particular artists. Popcorn, Unruly, they're pretty level-headed. Massacre, Genocide, pretty level-headed, but um, there's some real issues going on with Gaza on YouTube that I am no longer interested in being a part of, and I don't want anybody to feel like I need to talk about an artist for views and likes and whatever. I've explained this a million and one times, and that's kind of what I'm going to be getting into today. I don't need to talk about any artist. I've been blogging for 14 years. I come and I give information and I go. Okay? When I give information, maybe you want this information, maybe you don't want this information. If you don't want the information, you don't listen. If you want it, you watch it. My platform was never really built around like me per se, even though it was in a sense. But my platform has always been built around Caribbean content. So you might not want to hear about the new hotel being opened in Anguilla, right? So if I put up a post and I'm like, there's a new hotel, all inclusive in Anguilla, that might not be of interest to you. So that post might get 2 likes. But those 2 likes, those 2 people might go and check that Anguilla hotel and they might use the Babbzy promo code. If you understand what I'm saying, like, I don't know if it's that people don't understand. I'm just not in this race with them. And I don't think they'll ever get it. I don't think they'll ever understand. So I might do a live and it might have 5 people on it. I might do a live and it might have 5,000 people on it. I'm just giving my information and then I'm keeping it moving. I don't want arguments with people and back and forths and battling over artists and like I'm really past all that. And the fact that these guys are constantly trying to drag me back to that, I'm not interested anymore. You know what I mean? I realize that defending myself will always, I'm going to always get the wrong. Right? And even though these people know that I'm going to drag them, kick them up, beat them up, box them up, they always still come after me. So I don't know what to do at this stage of the game, but try to alleviate the reasons that they have to speak to me. I think that's kind of where I am right now. So cartel and Gaza is a big issue. So let's drop it. I'm good with that. It's not something that I'm crying about and feeling off about. Like, we can start bringing on African dancehall on here if we want. Like, what? You know what I mean? Like, you're fighting the voice. You know, so, and I know a lot of you that are watching me are going to be like, but Babbzy, I don't really understand these other guys and what language they're speaking. Their patois is too intense and, you know, they are, I burnt my mouth with a patty earlier. Jesus God. And their patois is too intense and I don't understand what they're saying. You know, what they're saying is not true. And that's where we've reached in this music of dancehall, where we've just reached a point that people are just I can't tell you why they're doing what they're doing, but I can just tell you that, hey, Sherry Blackman, long time girl, Drea present, Keita Keat. Yeah, like talking to me about Dons. Like the only Don I got is Nikita Don. Like what are we talking about? So yeah, that's what's gonna happen. So we're gonna be going from 6 to 8. There's no longer gonna be discussions about cartel. So if you want information, if you are not Jamaican, and you're trying to find information about like the cartel show, and you're trying to find information about like what's happening, cartel's been doing a lot of updates on social media. He actually also has his own YouTube channel. It's called Kiss Me Baby. So if you want to follow him closely, you know, you might be able to get a lot of updates from just basically trailing him and seeing what he's doing. And he's Vibes Cartel on Instagram, and he's Kiss Me Baby on IG. No, Kiss Me Baby on YouTube and Vibes Cartel on IG. So yeah, we won't be discussing him on this platform anymore. So no show predictions, blah 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 blah, whatever. All of that's done. We're moving on. That's the end of that. Someone said it's English. No, people can't understand patois, and I'm gonna touch on that in a second. I'm just gonna get to that. Also, there's just a lot of threats going on about reporting by posts and reporting this and that. Once again, I'm an established business and I'm an established entity. Anybody reports me and we have a legal case going on and they want to put a strike on my channel and this and that, these are things that I'm going to be able to recoup for afterwards. Right? I can, like, anybody report me because they are bullying me. Hey, Claudia, bestie. They will be handled. So, by the way, that's my best friend in Jamaica, Claudia. And Claudia has a restaurant. It opens from Wednesdays to Saturdays. And she has in Jamaica, let me tell you, a whole bunch of good stuff over there. The logo that I put in here, it's on my other computer. So it's 146 Olympic Way, Kingston 11. She got curry goat and roti. Don't worry. Jamaicans can make roti, especially when the Jamaican's best friend is a Bajan that traveled the world. Don't worry, the curry goat is up to the time. It's up to the time. The slinger sandwich combo, that one is like pretty much sold out all the time. They also have chicken and waffles because you know Claudia is a travelers. So she, they have a whole bunch of natural juices. They have a fish combo, fish sandwich combo, and a chicken sandwich combo you can get over there. And they do have some ITEL food that they cook on day to day for the ITEL peoples that don't, eat meat. I don't know why you would want to do that, but yeah, they have food for that. So they kind of have like a blend of Jamaican food, Caribbean food, and even some like Yankee Creole, chicken and waffles kind of stuff. So you got to check them out. They're at 146 Olympic Way in Kingston, Jamaica. So you have to check them out. Yeah. So back to this whole threatening and getting me off YouTube and stuff like that. Like, if I'm off YouTube, I have Facebook and Instagram, right? Like, I'm not like, you'll find me. You know what I mean? I've lost my pages before and I've had to restart over. So, when you're in a battle, you're in a battle, and that's just how it goes. And if you have to defend yourself, you have to defend yourself, and that's that, right? Like, that's just that. And these guys want to battle to the ground, and I gotta go down to the ground with them to defend myself, right? So when you're a victim, that's just kind of what you have to go through. I see a lot of people talking about what am I doing to be always in drama with people and stuff. I want to talk about that quickly before we get into today's topic. You don't have to do anybody anything to become a victim, especially in a large part of Jamaican culture. You have to do nothing to become a victim. And any Jamaican person that lives in foreign can tell you their family will hate them just because they were able to fly away and leave. You have to do nothing to these people for them to hate you like this. Most other countries, people will just unfollow and unsubscribe and just go their way. But for some reason, in parts of Jamaica, socially, this terrorizing harassment thing is actually a part of their social structure. So this is what they do. You might not come from a place where they do this. So it might look like to you that something's being done, but truthfully, nothing's being done, right? My best friend lives in Jamaica. Why would I have a friend in Jamaica and I hate Jamaicans and I'm fighting them down and I'm tearing them down and I'm doing all these things, right? Like, you don't have to do people anything for them to hate you. All you have to be is a Jamaican man that thinks you know about reggae and dancehall. You hear Babbzy talking, and you're like, she's saying stuff that I don't know. Your ego is fragile. You grew up with your mom. You don't know your dad. You don't know how to be masculine. You don't know how to handle things masculine. You've thought you were an alpha male, but you're actually a gamma male. And you just melt down when you see somebody doing better than you, especially as a female. You're saying, look, why are you in front of me? I'm Jamaican and I'm a man. You're not supposed to be doing this. Me I go kick up your blood clot. Me I go run you. Me I go this. Me I go that. Me I go terrorize you. And I'm just from a country where I believe that you have a freedom of speech, and I haven't disrespected anybody. I give my opinion. My opinion is warranted. I have the credentials to back my opinion. And I feel like people just need to come to grips with that. And if they don't, we'll suck salt and get high blood pressure and drop down. That's the only thing I can tell you, right? So let's get into dancehall right now because we need to kind of have a conversation about this. This topic came in my mind over the last couple of days, and I feel like we should really talk about it. This might not be a happy conversation for many, but I think it's something that you should just kind of listen to. I think if dancehall does not have an intervention within the next 24 months, it will be extinct by 2030, mainstream wise, internationally wise. It will still exist in Jamaica. It will always exist in Jamaica. Babbzy, I've been following you for years. I don't really comment, but this Jamaican comment is rubbing me so wrong. Why is that? Do you think that Jamaica has a problem on social media with trolling? Let's start there. Do you think that that's an unfair statement? That's like on social media, when it comes to like a lot of Jamaicans on social media. Do you think that they're all like well behaved and they behave respectfully? I'm just curious because I feel like this is the problem with the reggae and dancehall. this is exact issue. It's like no one can talk, no one can say anything, and you're literally on the wrong path, on the wrong train, heading the wrong direction, and like nobody can think to get you off. I think all countries troll too, but they don't troll like when Jamaicans troll. When Jamaicans troll, they're destructive. Jamaican trolling is the intention to kind of make you jump off of a cliff. They want you to have a mental breakdown. That's their goal, and their trolling is unjustified. Where for me, especially with the other islands, I talk about every single island. I don't have trolls from any other island. When they don't like me, they don't follow me. But for Jamaica, when I have trolls that are Jamaican, they want me to lose my brand. They want me to lose my platform. They want me to lose my collabs. They don't want me, like, they go above and beyond where they should be going. And then when you get to the bottom of it, they're like, why don't you like Babbzy? The response is, because she don't like Jamaican people. So why are you trolling her? Why are you trying to make her lose everything she's worked for? Because she don't like Jamaican people. You cannot be a Jamaican and sit here and really believe that you don't have a serious trolling problem. You have to be living in denial. You have to be. You have to be. And you have to get out of denial. You have to get out of denial. You have to. If you don't get out, like Jamaica just made this shade room for trolling Janelle Brumfield about how black and ugly she is. There has been no Caribbean island that has trolled their athletes or their celebrities to the point where it makes shade room and they're disrespecting them because they're black. Jamaica has a trolling problem. There is a trolling problem in Jamaica. How many times have you seen guys put on a balaclava and talk about Prime Minister Batiman, Andrew Holness, we are going to kill you? You ever see a Bajan put on a balaclava and say they're going to kill Mia Motley? Stop being in denial. Don't do that. Don't do that. Claudia, that's my best friend. I'm Jamaican and we are bullies and that's the truth. Simple. Accept it. You tell yourself, dirty stinking Babbzy come from one small island and we're better than her and she's beneath us and she know if you talk this and she know if you said this and she know if you do this. No, it's not about fighting. You guys always say we're a prideful people. Every single Caribbean island has pride. Every Trini has pride about Trinidad. Every Bajan has pride about Barbados. You've told yourself that your pride is allowed in exchange to disrespect and speak down on others and devalue others. And like, if a Trinidadian is mad at me right now, which many of them are because I talked about the travel advisory, right? They're just not going to follow me, right? You will come on here and you will say, you're beneath me, girl. Go talk about soca, idiot, girl, and come off of this. You know, she say you're black and ugly. True, you're not a man. And that Trinidadians are not doing that. Bajans are not doing that. Vinci's are not doing that. I've said stuff about every island they might feel a way about, but they're not behind me. They don't follow me from platform to platform to platform to troll me. Like, that's just the truth. You feel like you're Bajan, I'm Jamaican, I'm above you. You have no right to speak on our country. None. But we can talk about Donald Trump and we can talk about whoever, right? Now, you've caused this rift in dancehall that if you don't address it, your music is going to go extinct. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. In 24 months, if you guys cannot pull dancehall around and reggae around, Billboard is going to get rid of your Billboard chart. Your Billboard chart will be gone by 2026 if your artist cannot get more sales, if your artist cannot, like, you're at the end of the branch in the tsunami and the wind is kicking up hard. You have got to do something. It cannot continue like this. You're still in like a patty shop, grabber operation kind of way, and everyone else is in business mode, and you're still in street warmonger patty shop mode, grabber mode. You have got to get this industry under control. You're not gonna make it. You're not gonna make it. Not like this. So who's safe? Beanie Man, and you know what I mean? Like, these guys are safe. They have established careers. Everybody knows their music, right? And Busy Signal, Movado, they're safe. But the future of your future dancehall artists, so anybody that's been doing dancehall 4 years and less, and anyone coming to the future, they stand no chance. They don't stand a chance. You're gonna get one here, one there, but like the unit moving together, and how like Afro beats and reggaeton have been able to become a movement. Dancehall cannot move forward like this any longer. You have to do something. You have to do something. Like, if I'm in Russia and I want a dub plate from Movado, what do I do? Like, I can't even get into reggae and dancehall as an outsider. I'm from Germany and I want a dub plate. Dub plates have been happening for 40, 50, how many years, right? They used to be sung live on sound systems. So why hasn't there been some establishment for dub plate? Because that's where most artists make a lot of their money, especially artists that can't travel. But how do you make money when I can't get to you? I live in Poland. How do I find you, Idonia? How do I find you, Busy Signal? You literally can't find these guys. Then now you have these other middle guys that realize that you can't find these guys, right? And then they step in and they start robbing people and carrying away people money. So how are you going to be able to reach worldwide when people can't reach you? People can't get in contact with you. They can't even reach the artist. If I want to get Shatta Wally right now, trust and believe me, it'll take me 30 seconds to get Shatta Wally. It will take me 45 seconds to get Pato Rankin. But if I want to get to Busy Signal, I can't get to him. I got to go look for an ex-girlfriend of his that might know his mama. That, like, I have to literally go through, Tyrone Cunningham, go through so much work to find Busy Signal. I should be able to go like this and get him. Jamaica should have established some type of like entity that controls reggae and dancehall, that legitimizes it and makes it into a business. Barbados has something called the National Cultural Foundation, right? They control crop over. They can also control the request for our culture to be in other countries. So when you see Bajans in China, because of Cultural Day, China has coordinated with the National Cultural Foundation. China didn't pick up the phone and call Allison Hines. China didn't pick up the phone and call Red Plastic Bag. China didn't pick up the phone and call Gabby. China went to the National Cultural Foundation and then was able to coordinate a Soca Day with the National Cultural Foundation. They didn't coordinate things with each artist individually. They coordinated things with the artist from a group, from an entity, from a governing entity of the music. Dancehall is still 1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1, right? There should have been an entity established long time ago, right? Who would establish an entity like that? Well, somebody like a Babbzy, not me, but a Jamaican Babbzy. Somebody with the understanding of the moving parts in the industry that is being neglected and there's a deficiency in. Establish the entity so that dancehall can grow. You can't have growth like this. You cannot have growth like this. When I'm Germany and I'm putting on a Soca Carnival Day, all I have to do is contact the Cultural Foundation of Trinidad, and I can get pan players to come down. I can get people like they send calypso players, pan players. They send chutney artists. They have everything under control. And in dancehall now, everything is in peace, 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 peace. where I can go to Trinidad and I can get. You can send me Ravi B. You can send me. You know what I mean? You can send me. I can't remember what Leon Caldora's son's name was, but the Pan Star player fella. Everyone's there. Our road march winner is Mikhail Teja. You're gonna get him. You're gonna like. Here's the like. Everyone is in a package. Dancehall should have had that long time ago. Sherry Blackman said you brought this up a long time. Listen. Let me tell you something. The worst thing is if people just don't want to listen to me. They hate me to the point where they just can't even listen to what I'm saying. You have got to set some kind of organization in dancehall. Right now, the reason why Afro Beats has such a strong billboard because Afro Nation went and fought for their billboard and got them a 50-song billboard. When Billboard was cut for dancehall and reggae, the singles chart, Andrew Holness should have had an entity over there. Who's the Minister of Culture? Babbzy Grange, right? That's the other Babbzy that people keep confusing. Why didn't you go and fight for your chart? Why didn't you go? That's the difference, right? That's loud because my window's closed. Damn. That's loud. So, man, turn on the Russell. Hold on. That is loud. So, you know what I mean? You like, so if Afro Nation is fighting for a billboard, that's how they got it. America didn't just say, oh, we want to give Afrobeats a billboard. There was an entity that went and proposed and fought for it. Dancehall doesn't have an entity that's fighting for them. Reggae doesn't have an entity fighting for them. You don't even have anybody sitting at the table. I'm at the table. When the singles chart was getting canceled, I came back. I'm like, might want to listen right now. Suck your mother, dirty blood clot, small island, girl. Nobody no like no grudge Jamaican people. No come from blood clot, small island and no grudge we. Or tear, come for tear we down. They're getting rid of your singles chart because you're not making any sales. We need a campaign. Suck your mother. When I need a blood clot campaign, tell Billboard go chuck half in them mama. Okay. 2 years later, Afrobeats gets a 50-song chart. Then it's like Afrobeats stole from dancehall, and now them are going like them better than we, brother. It's crazy. I came up here and I said they're getting rid of your singles chart. In 2018, I said they're gonna get rid of your singles chart. And you tell me to suck my mother and keep out of dancehall and go and go chat about soca. You're not gonna make it. You're not. You were winging it. You were winging it up until about 2014. You were winging it. But hip hop has dropped. Hip hop has dropped dancehall completely because hip hop went mainstream and it caused a shift in the kind of hip hop artists that they had. Back in the day when hip hop artists were either from New York or from California, there was a heavy Jamaican influence where, you know, Busta Rhymes and Heavy D and these guys were still kind of like dancehall guys, right? So dancehall kind of got to come along like, oh yeah, my little brother dancehall, bring him. But New York is no longer running hip hop, right? So now when you have like Atlanta and then you have like New Orleans and Baton Rouge and you have like, so it spread out. When Nelly came out from Missouri and like, you know what I'm saying? Eminem and them are coming out from the Midwest. Like dancehall got dropped because New York hip hop artists had to save themselves. Babbzy, as a people, we need to know how to separate personal and professional. That's the problem. Jamaicans think because Jamaican culture is influential and worldwide, they don't. That is. Let me put that comment right there. So, I tell people this all the time. Let me put that there. When you seen Usain Bolt running barefoot across a field, you're like, he's fast, but he still had to train. He still had to learn how to run on the blocks. He still had to learn how to run from a gun. He still had to learn how to run with track shoes on, right? He still had to train. He still had to drink raw egg. He still had to train 8 hours a day. He still had to drink no alcohol, smoke no, like, yeah, he's the greatest and he was born with a gift, but he still had to do a million and one things to reach where he reached. Him being fast is just the potential, right? But you still have to put in an effort to make it reach that point. And dancehall's just been in cruise mode. They're like, yeah, man, we run the world. We invented hip hop and we invented all these sounds. And it's like, bruh, you gotta work. You gotta work. And I can show you the difference. I work with artists every single day. And when I tell you, the difference between soca artists and dancehall artists are like night and day. A young artist in dancehall versus a young artist in soca are like night and day. When you get a young artist in soca, right? They're eager to learn. They want to learn how to perform with a band. They want to learn how to compose their music properly. They want to know when the difference between a 16-bar verse and a 8-bar verse, and like they are eager to understand and learn and get past like the point where they start to learn the music, right? Prime example of an artist I'm going to give you. I worked with Marsville, right? We all know Marsville. Marsville's one of the artists you could say I bust. In the beginning, he wanted to learn and understand the industry and this and that, and then he got the knowledge, and then he was able to go and branch off and do his thing, right? Marsville was on my live the other day, coming and he sang. We're still good. I can't manage him, but I have the information to bust him. But now he manages himself and he does himself and he does all these things, right? A dancehall artist, from they get their first song, it's a rap. It's a rap. All of a sudden they're Michael Jackson. All of a sudden they want 40 backstage tickets. Like when I see what young artists are requesting over old artists, or over young soca artists and young dancehall artists, I cannot even believe that these young dancehall artists are submitting these requests for what they want. We want 11 first class flights. What? You have one song. What are you talking about? You want 11 first class tickets and you have one song? Patrice Roberts is not getting 11 first class tickets. This is why they'll say, okay, look, instead of booking this artist, let's just go get Young Brother, who's gonna just want a ticket for him and Hottie first class, right? Him and Hottie have no issue sharing a room, a double a hotel room with 2 beds or 2 rooms in it, right? It's not gonna be this, but like, so that's the difference. There are just other sounds out here that can compete. Like, so Zest from Trinidad can compete with the dancehall. Young brother can compete with any dancehall. Najiri, Raja Wild, Kraft. He's in competition with all of them. That's their rival. You understand? And dancehall doesn't get that because dancehall only sees themselves. So Kraft only sees Raja Wild, Najiri, Naiji Boy, yada yada yada. No, you gotta worry about these Zest dudes. Because they kind of in your category. So I'm going to get Young Brother, who's going to come with a professional person, who's going to come with, they're going to come and they're going to do their radio interviews. That's all young artists are not doing radio interviews. They refuse to do radio interviews. So it's like, okay. How are you supposed to push the music? So someone says stage show boring as fuck. This is the problem. So while the soca guys are working on their craft, they're trying to figure out how to work with a band and do all these things. The dancehall guys are walking around with the ace of spades in their hand, looking for bitches to fuck, and coming up on the stage with one mic and be like, "Yo, da da da, whoosh, well, yo, dash that," and it's like you're not becoming an artist. You have a song, while the people in the other genres are working hard to become artists. But truth be told, Babs, Jamaican influences are superior to all other islands. Where did you get that from? Have you traveled around the world to be able to definitively conclude that? What do you mean superior? What where what has happened in the social structure in Jamaica that you use this terminology like superior and inferior, and where does that come from? We were all colonized, but I only hear Jamaicans talk like that. Where is that coming from? Why where what is making you believe you're superior? Like what does that mean? You travel for a living. Like what do you mean superior? Superior means you're better than. Do you even know what you're saying? Your culture is better than the other Caribbean island cultures? How? There's more doubles. There's more doubles places around me than patty shops right now. If I want to get a roti, I can more easily get a roti here in Toronto than I can get a beef patty. Is roti Jamaican? What do you mean you're superior? Superior? My God. Like this is what I like I have I don't like where did at what point in a socialization process does this happen? I think this is kind of where we might need to look. I think that there's just a lot of Jamaicans feeling this is the problem. What do you mean you're superior? Superior? Why do you use this terminology? Where where at what stage in socialization is this being taught in Jamaica? This is I'm gonna file a complaint from tomorrow. This is either being taught in the homes, this is either being taught at school, this is either being taught in the community, or this is either being taught at church. There's only four places a human being in Jamaica is socialized: in their house, at school, in their neighborhood, and 3.5 is church because not a lot of people. Where are you getting this from? This is what has you in this hole. It's your mindset. It's your mindset. You're not superior to Africa because they whooping your ass in Afrobeat sales. They are literally whooping your ass in Afrobeat sales. Whooping. Okay? Whooping your ass. Let's look a little pink on camera. Whooping. Don't do that. Every single country has its pros, its strengths, its weaknesses. Jamaica is not superior to anyone. Don't do that. This is what has you in this problem. Right? That's why when St. Lucia won the gold medal in the 100 meter, you couldn't even let them have the time. You're so devastated that Jamaica did not win 100 meters because that belongs to you. Trinis feel like they're better in a different way, though. Trinis feel like they're better when it comes to soca, and when it comes to the music, and when it comes to carnival. And because they invented it, that's where that comes from. Jamaicans just feel that they're better, period. And they feel that the rest of the people are inferior. Some Jamaicans, not all. We're having this conversation. So this is belief that, like, no one was doing anything until the Jamaica came around, right? Like, so this is why I'm telling you the problem on my platforms is that I'm seen as inferior. You see the person here literally defending themselves. I mean, cultural wise, the rest of the islands, we're superior to you. Like, what? In 2024, you believe that? What are you using to judge that? The actual island? You're not. Did you see the report that came out the other day about your kids and students? 18% of your high school students, 18% of them were passing math and English, CXCs. 18%. I can pull the article up. This is not really supposed to be a debate about Jamaica and whatever. It's supposed to be a conversation about dancehall. I'm not reading that person's comments anymore. This is clearly somebody with some, I don't know. This is exactly the issue. So you have not an ounce of, I have not an ounce of hold on there. Oh guys, Lieutenant Stitchy's in the hospital with a brain tumor. I just got a message. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna get the GoFundMe link, and I'm gonna put the GoFundMe link and share it up for Lieutenant Stitchy. Prayers with you, Lieutenant Stitchy. We love you. Hope you're gonna be okay. We all do great things. Rihanna's a billionaire. She's from Barbados, and she went in America, and she's the most accomplished black artist in America right now. So that's not great things. Who's a billionaire artist from Jamaica in America right now? You're making it seem like no one else does nothing. Jamaicans have achieved a lot of success, so have a lot of other people. But you don't believe that part of it. You think you're the only ones that are accomplished. Other people have accomplished things. When you have Kamala Harris, who's half Jamaican, Eric Holder was Bajan, the Attorney General underneath the Obama administration. Like you make it seem like no one else is like you're like I don't know what this is. I knew this was gonna do this. Everybody, you're better than. Jesus God, bro. That's grimy. I gave you a wrench. You better remember me and say some prayers for me tonight. Tell you that. That's the problem. Rihanna outdid Jamaica by herself. Simple. Rihanna's more successful than all of the Jamaican artists combined. You can even throw Bob Marley in there. She's more successful than all of them combined. One human from Barbados is successful in the entire island. Chris Blackwell, Bob Marley, Ziggy Marley, Jimmy Cliff. Combine them all, and Rihanna's 10 times bigger than them. Powerful, more money. Rihanna's more powerful than your entire genre of music, of dancehall and reggae combined. You're doing way better than who? You need to chill. You need to chill out. You need to chill out. Chill out. That's the problem. Music is supposed to unite us. Culture is supposed to unite us. But when we're in a situation where we're always having to defend ourselves from being inferior to Jamaica, this is not going to work. This is why I'm saying by 2026, the Billboard is going to take away dancehall's chart and reggae's chart. They're going to take it away because there's no sales. So there's no reason for them to tabulate this chart every week and put this chart out every week. They're going to get rid of it. Reggae albums are not selling. Bob Marley, UB40, they're the ones who are on top of the chart. There's no Jamaicans making that chart, period. Bob Marley's been on number one for almost 4 years. They're going to get rid of that chart by 2026. By 2030, you're not going to have any new artists in dancehall in mainstream because there's no structure for them to come into. There's absolutely no structure. So it's literally like you need an intervention today, now, and you don't have it. You don't have anybody that's going to be able to give you the information that you need to be able to make this happen. You just don't have it. You don't have anybody that's taking the initiative as a Jamaican to step up and say, okay, look, let's save our music. What information do I need to get? Like I've always said to people all the time, I said, look, I have no issue sitting down and being a knowledge transfer to anybody that wants to get up and try to do something for reggae and dancehall. But when you have like white bands in America winning Grammys for reggae, you're done. These are all the signs of like, pack this up, roll this up. Seriously. And I can't see without any help. This is like the Titanic and nobody has a boat. Like one and two people have boats and then everyone else is gonna end up drowning. All of the dancehall artists that are established. Like, okay, Kingship, right? An article got put out the other day. Let me see if I could actually pull that article up. So article comes out the other day about Buju Banton being the king of dancehall, right? At King of Dancehall and Reggae. And when I saw this article, I was so in shock that they would actually put this article out. Okay? Caribbean Nation Weekly. So let me see here now. Hold on. This is going to be all right. Let me pull this up. Right. So, Buju Banton's Overcomer U.S. tour proves he's the king of dancehall. Why would anybody in their right mind write this article after 8 of his shows were just canceled? Do you know how counterproductive this article is? How could the king of dancehall and reggae just cancel 8 shows? Why would you even write this article? Someone said his PR team is working. His PR team is working against dancehall and reggae. Clearly. Because anybody that now sees that article and they go to pick it up and they start to read and they're like, he's the king of reggae and dancehall and he had 8 cancellations out of his 12 shows and he's the king, right? That's the problem. You're making Buju look good in your eye as PR, but you're making your industry look bad because if he's your king and he's doing poorly, then no one's gonna look at the rest. Who's the other king of dancehall and reggae? Vibes Cartel. Okay. After today, remember he's banned. But let's talk about that. Vibes Cartel just served 13 years in prison for murdering somebody. Buju Banton's the other king who spent 10 years in prison for being in love with the Coco. Who's your other option? Popcorn, who can't travel to America. Who's the next option? Beanie Man. Beanie Man is a legitimate choice to as king of dancehall. Beanie Man should be the king of dancehall. Beanie Man can't be the king of dancehall because him the boss no artist. Him the boss no artist. And through him the boss no artist, him can't be. So the king of dancehall is murderers and drug men and men that can't sell tickets. That's what you'd want instead. Or a man that can't even travel to America at this particular point in time. Okay. Your choice. I know they ain't gonna move Marshall from King of Soca. The only person they gonna put there is Kess. You feel me? Okay, you wanna put drug man and gunman and killers and murderers as your king of your music along? I know. Jamaica News said I saw that I didn't even read it. Wait, Popcorn can't go to America? Popcorn doesn't have an American visa. Popcorn can't go to America. Popcorn can't go to America. So you have a music that's stagnant, that needs direction and needs help, and you have no one stepping up that's Jamaican to do it. You're never There's no Jamaicans at any of these conversations. I'm there, right? When they come and they're like, well, there's no sales, da 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 da, right? This tour is going to impact reggae and dancehall substantially in America. This tour is such a bad move for reggae and dancehall, you don't even understand. Nobody is going to be looking to invest in the music at this stage of the game. Now, when if your king can't sell tickets, they're just going to be like, nope. Right? Now, you have trap dancehall. Trap dancehall is not dancehall. Trap dancehall doesn't even fall under the umbrella of dancehall. Trap dancehall is hip hop music. The name is confusing. Trap dancehall is actually Jamaican trap and Jamaican drill. The beat is what determines what music you're listening to. That is the first point in the identifier of what you're listening to. The same way how you have EDM that will take dancehall music, right? It's an original dancehall song, but they convert the beat to EDM beats, right? So now it's EDM music, even though it's Busy Signal on the song, right? Even though it's Beanie Man on the song, it's now an EDM song because of the beat. It's not a dancehall song because Beanie Man is singing it. The beat is what determines what music category you fall under. And then it then determines the subgenres. So like if you look at soca, 130 beats per minute determine if your music is groovy, it's slower than 130. If your music is faster than 130, it's power. Power soca. Right? The speed. If you have a certain sound of drum, certain sound of shell, you have jab, right? If you have a certain organ sound, etc., you have buyan, right? Like that's what determines the subgenre, the instruments, the speed, right? That's what determines what genre it belongs to, the beat. Trap dancehall is hip hop. It's hip hop music with Jamaican singing on it in patois. That's why Crocodile Teeth can get Nicki Minaj and Bobby Shmurda and like these are hip hop beats. You're building out the hip hop genre. So you're a Jamaican artist, Skilly Bang, and you're building out American music. Skilly Bang is not a dancehall artist. He's a Jamaican trap artist. He's a Jamaican drill artist. Why do you think he's so big in the UK? Why is Skilly Bang like God in the UK? Because UK is drill. He's God over there because he's on drill beats and trap beats. This is not dancehall. You're not helping dancehall. Trap dancehall is not helping dancehall. Trap dancehall is helping hip hop. And the problem with that now is you're gonna now face this superiority inferiority issue because Americans will never let 40 and 50 trap dancehall artists run the show in America. You gotta be crazy. They will let one and two through the gate. America will let 1,000 dancehall artists live in America because America doesn't make dancehall. So they don't care if they let through 20, 40, 60, 80, or 100 dancehall artists. They don't care. They're not competing against it. But now you're competing against American artists? Remember, I came up here and I told you guys Drake is Canadian, Justin Bieber is Canadian. These Americans do not like these people, they tolerate them. That Kendrick Lamar beef showed you exactly how they feel about Canadians. They do not want Canadians running hip hop whatsoever. And I told you guys last year, this time, all it will take is for Drake to get in a confrontation or a beef with the wrong person, and you will see how Americans feel about Canadians in hip hop. Drake and Kendrick Lamar should show you exactly how they feel. America will never let 40, 50 skilly bangs run around in America and collect money. You gotta be crazy. They will not allow it. I told you the other day, Tyla is a problem for Shensia because they're not gonna allow 30 and 40 light-skinned girls from out of America come and run America. They will not do it. They have like unwritten rules of who they let through and who they don't let through the gate. They don't care about dancehall. They'll let 100 dancehall artists through the gate in America. They're not making it. They're not making it, so they don't care. And once you don't start selling to the point where you're moving, Katy Perry and their people off the chart, they don't care about you. You could have 500 American artists, Jamaican dancehall artists running the road in Jamaica. As long as they're not making more money than American artists, they don't care. They don't care. So you have to reach the point now where you're going to go build out American hip hop with trap dancehall artists from Jamaica, or are you going to save your music? Now, this might be something that might piss off a lot of people, but I'm saying it. If I was Edmund Bartlett, I would not be trying to put money into Carnival in Jamaica. You putting money into Carnival in Jamaica is going to make the situation worse because you don't have artists making soca in Jamaica. You will never be able to compete, really and truly, right? After watching this year's Carnival, you will never be able to compete with these pure, true carnivals in the Caribbean. There's just way too much dancehall, and it's an inauthentic experience, right? So now what Jamaica's carnival is being branded as is being branded as the cheapest alternative to like a real carnival. You're not, unless you change how you're handling Jamaica carnival, you will not be able to compete with Trinidad, Barbados, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, Grenada, etc. You can't compete with them. The experience is not authentic enough. And you will have to invest millions and millions and millions more to make the experience authentic, which I don't think you should do. You don't have soca artists. So even if you do have a 1010% authentic carnival in Jamaica, that's a soca carnival, you will still have to import artists to make these carnivals happen. You don't have soca artists in Jamaica. And while you may be able to produce a Jamaican soca artist here and there, the artist, the way soca is structured, You don't have your Jamaicans are not gonna be able to compete with these other island artists. You can't compete because you're gonna struggle when you have to go up against Denery and Chutney and Bouillon and like when you start getting into the specific islands, you don't you Jamaica doesn't have a sound for soca. You can't compete. I would take that money and invest that money into saving reggae and dancehall, which is the authentic sound to Jamaica. I would forego this carnival situation as a tourism product and use that money to save reggae and dancehall. You can still attract tourists with reggae and dancehall, but this investment into soca, it's not gonna work. If the other islands can do dancehall, the other islands don't do dancehall. But anyhow, Jamaicans can do soca. They can do soca, but they will not be able to compete. They they will not be able to compete. They can't compete. The writing structures of the music, how you write a dancehall song versus how you write a soca song is like night and day. They can't compete. You can't compete. You're not going to be able to compete with a music that's not your culture like that and you're making it. You can compete in trap dancehall because Jamaica is an Americanized island. Hip hop plays every single day in Jamaica. Every single dance you go in Jamaica, whether it was Weddy Weddy, Pasa Pasa, whatever, you will hear hip hop playing. You will not hear soca playing. You have to learn this music now to then be able to compete with it. That's a big task. I'm not saying that your artists are not talented enough to make the music. I'm saying the composition of the music and the production of the music, they will not be able to compete with the people that are there now. Because the way soca is in the islands, it's something that is like, even though carnival is for like 3 months, people think it's seasonal. It's not. Soca artists are recording music right now for Carnival 2025. I'm in the middle of beat transfers all day. Everybody's dropping music. Bungie Garland just dropped the Raga Soca. It's an all year round music. And for Carnival, they've been prepping for 2025 Carnival since Carnival done this year in March, February. They've been already prepping for next year. Mass bands have already launched their costumes for next year. Jamaica can't compete with that. They can't. They can't. These are full-fledged, full-season carnivals that run all year round. Jamaica's not running carnival all year round. It's going to take so much effort for them to catch up. I would not do that. I would invest in the music that you already have. I would invest in the music that the people are asking for, which is dancehall. And I would invest in making artists into making these guys that are making songs into better artists. That's what I would be doing with my money. I wouldn't be using my money trying to get into a category where you're going to have to literally spend like millions. So what can dancehall do? Well, you need leaders to step up. You need like in the media especially, you need real people that are in the media that can help dancehall, right? Like you need Babbzy's that that are Jamaican. Cuz Winford Williams is just like ugh, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect to him, but he's not critical. He doesn't discuss dancehall from like a critical analysis standpoint. Really and truly, what you need right now, you need, Sir Q, big up yourself. You need about 10 to 20 dancehall media contacts who are historians, right? That can tell you when Tiger came and when Shaba came and how the Peeny rhythm got created. And like, you need 20 strong Jamaican media experts that are historians in dancehall, historians in reggae, right? You need about 10 to 20 of these kinds of people. These would be maybe David Rodigan type people. You need about 10 to 20 of these people with podcasts, with videos. So you got to get 20 historians like now to get up and start cleaning up the misconceptions and the narratives that have been spread about dancehall and reggae. Get these guys to come in and clear this up. You then need about, I would say, around 30 to 40 media people who are Babbzy type people that go to reggae festivals all over the world, that go to dancehall festivals all over the world, but are still able to go to soca events and Afrobeat events so that they're able to do the analysis on what's doing well in the other genres so that they can come back and say, well, here's what we have to do in dancehall and here's what we have to do in reggae because this is what's helping them over here in Afrobeats or this is what's helping them here in soca. You need about 40 to 50 Babsies. People who travel for a living for reggae and dancehall. People that can come and show the truth of what's happening and show what's really transpiring in these other countries when it comes to the music. You need about 40 to 50 of me that are from Jamaica, that are Jamaican. Because the average person is not gonna listen to 40 to 50 experts on reggae and dancehall who are not Jamaican, right? So you gotta get it to that point where you have about 40, 50 people that do what I do. You then need probably about the same amount, 40 to 50 people that can be honest about what's playing in the dance on the streets in Jamaica, what reggae songs are playing, what dancehall songs are playing, right? Like you need 40, 50 media people to consistently come and give that information. So dancehall and reggae right now needs somewhere between 200 to 300 media people to talk about the history of the music, that can be critical of the music, that can interview with the artists, that travel the world and see how the music is being interpreted by other countries, that travel the world and see how other genres are being interpreted as well, that is would be able to come back and give an analysis and breakdown of why certain things aren't going as well as they should. You need people that's going to be on the boards with the billboards and the BET awards and the Soul Train awards and whatever. Like I've taken a back seat to those roles because I've realized like I'm there, but I don't talk about what information I get because I realize that it's just too much anger when discussing what needs to be done. So it makes more sense to get Jamaicans to get involved in the music internationally, mainstream wise, and then come back and relay the information. So you need about 200 to 300 media people that have different roles that are Jamaicans that don't necessarily live in Jamaica. They could live in America, they could live in the UK, but you need vloggers and podcasters that are actually for the music. And the reason I think that that's going to be hard is because dancehall has now become this tribalized type of thing where you're Gaza, you're Vendetta, you're Unruly, you're like you like it's crazy. It's crazy. I just think really and truly, um, you have to, you have to get on track. And who's gonna coordinate this? Who's gonna put this on point? Like who's gonna get this stuff done? Nobody. Because dancehall and reggae is just every man for themselves kind of music. How can we get Jamaicans to collaborate with dancehall artists from other islands? It's the most popular genre from the Caribbean. Every island should get a chance to get popular. That's not gonna happen. I wouldn't even waste the time to think that. As you can see in all of the bacchanal going on in the chat right now, that's not gonna happen. It don't the only way it can happen is if there's a re education about this inferior superior thing, and I don't see that happening. They're not you people are not going to collaborate with the people that they think are inferior to them, right? Like you've seen the conversation, like they're inferior, like the Caribbean is inferior to Jamaica, so the artists are not going to be too keen like that. And I shouldn't even say the artists. The artists aren't really the problem. It's the fans, right? Like every okay. So let's look at the players in dancehall, so we can understand. We have artists, right? They're really at the top of the food chain. If there's no artists, you don't have music really. Producers are a little step behind the artists because if you don't have producers, you don't have beats. So you need producers and you need artists, right? Okay. But what happens now when these artists are telling these producers, well, I'll voice on your beat, but um, I won't allow you to voice with this artist here because if you work with this artist, I won't work with you, kind of thing. Like, this is where the problem comes. This is where the problem comes, right? So the growth of soca. No, Tyrone, we know all Jamaicans don't think, we don't want Jamaicans to. First off, let's just make this not all Jamaicans dislike Caribbean people, or not all Jamaicans dislike or feel that they're superior to the Caribbean. There's just a large number of Jamaicans that feel that way. And it would take a re education of those Jamaicans. That's an investment. It's an investment to re educate the Jamaicans that think they're superior to the Caribbean. That is going to take a lot of work. And now we're stepping into leadership in Jamaica, where the leaders of Jamaica deliberately withhold Caribbean information from Jamaicans. So Jamaicans like Tyrone, Jamaicans like Sir Q, that understand about the other cultures and etc., and they read up and find information. The Jamaicans that are not looking past their own information to seek more information, they're going to just review what they see. Right? And the way that information is presented in Jamaica, it's always presented in a manipulative type of format. And this is where the issue comes as well. Because if you're being educated on a topic, but you're being given tainted, manipulated information on that topic, of course, when you come to speak on the topic, you're not going to have the education on it. What do I think we can do to change this? We have no choice. You don't have a choice. I don't think the leaders of Jamaica want Jamaicans to know the truth, and I don't feel the leaders of Jamaica want Jamaicans to know reality. I feel like the leaders of Jamaica are very happy with the way that a lot of Jamaicans view things, especially the rest of the Caribbean, because it makes their life much easier. It makes it much easier if the average Jamaican feels like they're living better than the rest of the Caribbean. Because if you think you're living better, you have no reason to go and look over to see what's happening on these other islands. Because if you do see how they're living, you'll turn around and be like, so wait a minute, why is Barbados' dollar, $1 in Barbados, $2? because $1 here in Jamaica is 150 something dollars. Why is there such a big gap? But if you don't know that, you're not going to ask why that is. And this is how they relay information. They relay information in components without giving Jamaica a holistic understanding of the topic. So on my Instagram page, a lot of people who are here, they can tell you there was a big battle about the passport rankings on my Instagram page. Right? There's an index that comes out, the Hanley index that comes out every year, and they rank passports. Who has the strongest passport? And that's based on visa list entries to countries, which actually is a problem for artists as well. They can't secure visas, right? But I'm going to talk about that in a sec. So, in the news in Jamaica, they talk about it. Burnt my mouth. Jeez, it's hurting. I put like a ointment on it, but I don't want it to look like it's caking up either. So Jamaica does a report on the story, right? And when Jamaica did a report on the story in the Gleaner, in the Observer, in Loop, they're like, Jamaica's passport moved up 5 points in the Hanley Index. Right? So there's been an improvement in the Jamaican passport. That is not necessarily accurate. Just because Jamaica moved up 5 points on the passport index may not be because they have access to more countries. It might be other countries got restrictions placed on them which caused them to move down. That analysis has to be done, right? So you're saying the Jamaican passport moved up 5 points, but it might have moved up because other countries went down, right? Then it doesn't say anything about the Caribbean. So now, when I put the report out for the Caribbean, Barbados is number 20 in the world, and Jamaica is 60 something. So now, Jamaicans are like, lie, she a blood clot, tell pon we. Lie, she a tell. She no like us. Yo, me just see a report the other day say that the passport are going good and da 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 da. No. No. The passport is not going well. Right? Like you just got a snapshot, small component understanding of it. So now you see that you're not in the top 10 for the Caribbean, and your belief is because I didn't put you on the list. I left your name off because I don't like Jamaicans. That's where this comes from. So now it's like, but me seeing on the newspaper that the passport are going good. No, they're lying to you. This is where you rank internationally, and this is where you rank in the Caribbean now. So now it's a battle because Loop told them that they've gone up. So now when I put the top 10 passports out and Jamaica's not there, they don't believe me because Loop told them that they've gone up. That's the problem, what I'm saying. It's a legitimate fight because the information they're being given, they're not being given the whole picture. They're never given the whole picture. They're only given a small component of the picture. And until the leaders are interested in educating the people correctly on what's actually happening, no. That's just where it is. So it leaves Jamaicans to be in a position where they have to seek the truth. They have to look for the truth. You're 55th in the world, so then you went up. You went up 5. When the study was done, you were at 61 or 60. So it moves it moves up and down throughout the year. They normally just send a report out on the first of every year, manipulating information. Yeah. So that's the thing. So now you see your passport and you see that when it's ranked in the Caribbean, it's not even in the top 10, and you're confused and you're like, Babsy's lying. And everything I say is a lie about Jamaica. So that's the battle, right? Like everything is a lie. So so now with dancehall, they want to hear information from Jamaicans. You know what I mean? Because they're gonna think that somebody from the outside is telling them a lie, and they're not gonna want to hear the information from somebody that's not in their mind one of them. So because of that, they're gonna say, look, we want the truth. We want Babsy's lying, and they're not gonna go and research it. They're not gonna go and find out what it is that I'm saying. They're just gonna say Babsy's lying. She don't like us. So you can't help people that think you're the enemy. You can't you can't help people that think that you know you're against them. And that hey Conrad, big up yourself. That's how it goes. So that's the thing. So sit down telling dancehall people that their music is not the best music in the world, and it's not number one, and it's struggling, and it's not making sales, and it's not, yada 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 yada. That's gonna be a tough conversation for a non-Jamaican person to have with dancehall fans. It's not gonna work. So that's why I'm saying you gotta get like 40 to 50 Jamaican Babsies that can come back and be like, here's what we have to do. Because these kind of articles, like the Buju Banton is the king of reggae and dancehall, these kind of articles are not gonna cut it. It's not gonna cut it. So, like for people like me, I don't feel like fighting with Jamaicans about dancehall and reggae makes sense. I'm not willing to lose sleep and to, you know, fight with anybody about the demise of their music. That doesn't make sense to me. So for me, like I'm just like, okay, it's a problem, move it off the platform or move it off. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about what I had for dinner today, red pea soup, and like that's how I am. But remember, I've been in this position for a long time, and it's tough because it's a lot of battles. It's a lot of battles. It's a lot of battles. And then when people turn around and be like, "You don't like Jamaicans," it's like, no, I'm just telling you that your dollar is not the strongest dollar in the region. God, you would not have a topic if it's not on Jamaica. You are not lying. Your information is correct. Most Jamaicans would prefer you to find other island and topics. That we shall do. Am I be able to speak what's going on with the Trinidad artists? Well, the Trinidad artists right now, the situation with them is this: they are in a scenario where they, I think, are rebranding as Trinidadian drill and trap artists as well. I think they're going away from the dancehall thing, and I think they're going more towards the Americanized trap and Americanized drill thing, and even their behaviors and how they're like doing this gang violence and revenge killings and stuff seems to be more on par with like American culture. So from what I see, Trinidad is kind of moving away from dancehall. It's more moving more towards hip hop, like trap and drill music, right? Um, I feel I feel like that's the situation that they're in right now. So to me, I don't know what's gonna happen. I have a feeling there's gonna be a ban put on it at some point because of the killings. They're gonna be like, you can't do this kind of music. This kind of music can't come here, and like we don't want this on our island. That's kind of what's gonna start to happen. They're gonna start to ban it, and they're gonna start to say, we don't want this music on around us, like what they're doing to drill, right? Like they're saying certain artists can't come on certain stages, and they're banning certain artists in America. So that's what's gonna start to happen in the Caribbean. Honestly, I hope there is a Babsy. You know what? As I said, like this is one segment, and it's a dancehall segment. But when Jamaicans tied Jamaica to dancehall, like it's impossible. You're gonna always see these kinds of comments like Jamaicans want me to like. What do you mean Jamaicans want me to do? Jamaicans can unfollow me. What makes you think you can tell me what I can and can't speak on? Like this is the part that I don't get. You don't like what I'm saying? Then fucking leave. You Ailey Henry, go talk to your kids. Your one of your kids is probably popping a Molly right now. Why are you concerned about what I'm talking about Jamaica? Be concerned that maybe your daughter at 15 might be pregnant, that she might be in her bedroom sneaking in some dick while you're here talking to me. Go and focus on shit that's important. You don't like Babbzy, unfollow Babbzy. Talk about another island. Talk about your mama. Who do you think you are to come and tell me what I can and can't talk about? That's your problem. Go and make sure your daughter's on birth control at 10. That's what you need to pay attention to. Actually, you look kind of old. You might got grandchildren. Go and make sure your grandchildren don't breed again at the same age you did, so the cycle breaks. Pull up. Your daughter's in her room. Your teenage daughter's having sex with her big man 25-year-old boyfriend that you think is her tutor. Go check on her. Right, but come tell people what they can and can't say and this and that. Move yourself, man. What you saying, Jamaica? John Crow? Right. Unfollow me. You don't like what I'm saying? Unsubscribe. What are you doing in my feed? You're bored? Hold on, what time is it? 8:44? Your husband, no, you don't have a husband. Your boyfriend that's married to somebody, his wife is going in the bathroom in about 3 minutes. Go and ask him to top up your phone and move. Go page your husband, your people man that you have, because you're not no man. Cause if you had a man, you'd be having sex with him, and you wouldn't be here doing engaging in fucking bullshit on Facebook, telling people what they can and can't say. Big rascal blogger, you come tell what they can come and talk about. But I can talk about Jamaica every rascal day if I want. You could stop me. Jamaica does run information about America every single day. What you doing talking about Donald Trump? Come out of American people business. Feisty. That's why you're 40 and you're a great grandma already. Move yourself, man. Anyhow, what were we talking about? Oh, sorry, guys. Oh, you like the you see the problem with you guys? You guys like when I cuss, and I don't like that you like that. I wasn't even. I didn't put the car in first gear yet. I'm chilling. She want to know why she's a great grandma at 40? Pay attention to what's important. Well, her husband, the people man she got 2 minutes. The man you're dating, woman, she gone in the bathroom in 2 minutes. Go and message him for lunch money tomorrow for your job, right? See if he can cash up you. If you did nice to me, I would have sent you lunch money for tomorrow, but you come and want disrespect, big blogger. Go and ask the man that's not your man for some money. Tyrone, Angel, Christine, hey. Riri, you're supposed to tell me no, Riri. Linda, you too. Linda, you supposed to, Ixie Bixie, you supposed to page me and call me and say, Babbzy, don't do this here. Don't do this here. This is the problem with us as a region, and it's like, listen. The truth is the truth is the truth is the truth is the truth. Whether I speak on it or not, if your passport is 55, it's 55. Whether I talk on it or not, it ain't gonna change the number. You don't want to hear about what I'm talking about? Go up on somebody else's live. Right. Well, talk about other islands. Dancehall Discourse is a dancehall segment that's gonna involve Jamaica. Here, what you do: call Andrew Holness, right, and see if Andrew Holness will take Jamaica out of the Caribbean. That's what your effort is for the. By God, run she. Tyrone, I got to run she, man. But I don't want to cuss she too stink because I know she using KY jelly and that's Johnson and Johnson and my mother got stocks there. I gotta go collect my mother's stocks from Johnson and Johnson in America. So I want she keep buying the KY jelly. So that's why I don't want to let go no real crank pan she. I want she crutch stay dry so that she could support my mother company. But yeah, tell Andrew Holness to left Jamaica to get Jamaica leave the Caribbean. You would never hear from me again, boy. But you could tell a Caribbean blogger that they can't talk about countries in the Caribbean. But what is this here? What is this? You to take let me let me pull up the map. Let me pull up the Caribbean map, right? Let me do this today. Let me do this today. Let me pull up the Caribbean map. Cause I want you to understand and see where you is and where we is, right? To understand how big of a blogger I am and understand why it is important for somebody like me to be bout here because I is important, right? Here what we can do. Let me save this here now, right? On I can put this on. I can teach you because I know you ain't take geography at school. You don't look like you have one CXC in your ancestry. You don't have one CXC in your ancestry. I can save one, man. I can come and save soul one. Right? Let me go. All right. See this here? That's Jamaica there, right? So you let me tell one of something now, because one might not understand the size. You see, when I say one a small island, but one island looks small to this island here, and one island looks small to this island here. Let me see. All right, let me look. Right. Jamaica. Look at there. See it there right there? This is the center of the world. I can teach you something, right? This is the center of the universe here. This is the universe. This photo is a picture of the universe. I can break it down for you now. This is a picture of the universe. This is the Milky Way. This is the galaxy that we live in, right? In all, the whole galaxy is in this one little screenshot I showing you here now. Right? Babbzyology 101. There we go. Now, that's Jamaica. Jamaica is like the sun. Jamaica is like the sun. The sun. Like not the sun, S-O-N, Like the sun, the S-U-N, the sun. Right? So one in the middle here, right? So one of all these islands around you and all these countries around you, they operate off you. So you see, you got to got the what's the thing here now called like this windmill effect thing. So Cubans can't drink unless the people on the north coast of Jamaica go in with paddles, and when they start to paddle the water, right? Cuba now, the waves just get sent to Cuba and then the Cubans can drink. So the Cuban people can't get no water unless the Jamaicans paddle the water. Like if you're like Runaway Bay and them areas there, that's the place you got to go and paddle the water, right? And send the water to Cuba. So Cuba can't live without Jamaica, right? I can break this whole thing down for you, right? So now you see all over here, right? Don't mind Cuba bigger than Jamaica, and don't mind Haiti and Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico. Them bigger, them bigger than Jamaica, Don't mind that. Don't watch that. The Jamaicans just paddle the water to the Cubans. Cubans can't drink. They can't cook. They can't make no food. They can't do laundry. They cannot do nothing until Jamaica paddle the water across to Cuba. They can't live without Jamaica. Jamaica's the center of the galaxy. Jamaica's the center of the Milky Way. Right? Now Cayman Islands and them, right? Because they're a small island, right? Even though Jamaica's small to Cuba, Jamaica's the biggest island in the world. Right? This is the world here in this photo. Let me go down there, right? So what gonna happen here now is you can't paddle water at Cayman because you're gonna drown the Caymans because you're too powerful. as a nation, right? So this is where you put water in like buckets and thing and put them in a speedboat. You gotta take like a speedboat to Cayman. They can't drink until you speedboat land there. When your speedboat land there to get the water, they can cook, they can drink, and then can do them laundry and thing. So you got to make sure that you're paddling and you got to make sure you speedboating, right? So you see like Mexico here now and Belize and Nicaragua and Costa Rica and them, none of them can't do nothing, right? Till you send cross internet by your drones and thing, right? You got to send cross electricity from Jamaica, all the current that goes to these places does run under, because you don't want to kind of run the current over Cayman Islands. So you got to run the current under Cayman Islands. Underneath the Cayman Islands now, Jamaica does send electricity to Mexico, Belize, Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Panama, right? All them there. All of their electricity comes from Jamaica, right? Now you might say to yourself, that's a lot of countries for electricity to run too. But Usain Bolt is who does be running the wheel, right? Shelly Ann Fraser, Elaine Thompson Hera and them. They're the ones that run on the wheel, the spin to send the electricity to these countries. So these countries are dependent on you. Nobody in none of these countries can live without you. Mexico, Belize, Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica. So when Usain Bolt and them go on vacation, these people that suffer, they can't live without Jamaica because Usain Bolt got to run the wheel to give the electricity to them. Right? Now we can come down here. Now we can go South America now, right? Now when we get down to South America, Colombia, and these places, understand Pablo Escobar. They say he was a Colombian, but the truth is he was a Jamaican, right? So all that big money he get with the drugs and thing, that's the link there. He's really a Jamaican. He's a light-skinned Jamaican. They gonna redo the movie. Sprague Benz gonna play Pablo Escobar in a new movie because he did do a very good job in Shutters. You understand what I mean? So now what gonna happen is Pablo Escobar is a Jamaican man. And this whole island, this whole trade here, Jamaica does keep Colombia afloat with cocaine and the thing because Pablo Escobar was really a Jamaican man. Right? So we can come across here now. We can go Venezuela. So now we got Venezuela, Guyana, Venezuela, Guyana, French Guiana, and Suriname, right? I can give you a secret. It used to be Spanish Guiana, which is Venezuela. It was British Guiana, which is Guyana, which is French Guiana, which is still there, and it was Dutch Guiana, which was Suriname. I can give you a little story. Don't worry, I can teach it in now. So what happened here now is wanna send sugar cane from Jamaica to these countries here. So these people can't. That's why they out there fighting and think Venezuela and Guyana fighting because Jamaica was not sending the sugar to them for their tea in the morning. And when you don't drink tea early, you just got bad feels in the day. So Venezuela and Guyana fighting over the Essequibo region because Jamaica will not send sugar cane and sugar to the people. Right? So one of Jamaica got to sort out this sugar problem here. Sort out the sugar. Cause Venezuela and Guyana fighting the Essequibo because they ain't got no sugar. So Jamaica send cross the sugar for them, right? And then last but not least, all these little islands here that nobody don't care about, nobody don't know about them, and they're insignificant. We ain't got to talk about these places because them is just small islands and they're inferior. Remember, they have no culture or anything. These islands don't have any culture. Right? Like, I don't know why they even have arrows to point to them on the map and thing. Nobody don't eat Dominican food. Nobody don't eat Bajan food. Nobody don't eat Trinidad food. Nobody just don't eat Grenadian oil down. Like we don't eat nothing because it's just beef patties and jerk chicken we just eat. And when I don't jerk the chicken, we can't eat. When I don't jerk the pork, we can't eat. This is what I tell you what going on. So that's the map of the world here. This is the map of the world. You see, Jamaica is the middle of it, is the sun. And we can't do nothing without you. We cannot do anything without you. So I am up here desperately pleading for you to accept me so that we can live. I cannot have a blog and I can't have nothing if all you don't accept me. I need you. Let me see if I could find that song to sing. Hold on there. So that's the this is the map of the world here, people. That was an A-level class. Do you think they understand? I hope so. Because the world needs to know that Jamaica is the center of the universe. And if they don't know this, right, we got to find a way to put this into the people's minds. We can't survive without Jamaica. We will never survive without them. So you need to paddle the water. You need to send the sugar. You need to send the electricity. Don't let Usain Bolt. Why you let Shelly and Fraser and them go Paris and them ain't even run? These people living with no electricity because of that, you know? If one of them run the wheel, they can't get no electricity. They can't live without you. Sprague Benz can pay Pablo Escobar in the movie. I telling you, Pablo Escobar was really a Rasta man. All right, don't me. Don't wrestle me. Don't me. We need you. We need you. And if you don't like us and you don't accept us, we can't survive. We have nothing. Oh, somebody said sing a tune. Oh no, I don't know what tune to sing today. But yeah, you guys like bear shit. Because this is supposed to be our talk about dancehall. Why are we talking about the universe and the map of the entire Milky Way galaxy here? Why are we doing this? Huh? Why? I don't know. I don't know. Here you do it. Yeah. So no, but the thing is, that's where we gotta get to now with the music. We gotta get to a point where we can talk about like what the issues are, and we gotta get to a point where we can kind of I guess if you want to say like correct what's wrong and do things, but like we said, we need to get pretty much everybody on board that's Jamaican that can help. You need help from Jamaicans pretty much like to save the music. And if you can't, like, you have to do something. You have to do something. You have to do something. It's like you can't just sit and be like, yeah, dancehall runs the world, and then you don't do anything. Like, you have to invest into it and you have to work on it to keep it moving. And if you don't, like, you feel me? Yeah. Anyhow, ladies, me have to run. Yo, the movie man. All right, good luck, Tyrone. Yeah, so that's a very interesting conversation that we've had today. Just that's what happens. Inferior, we're superior, blah blah blah. And hey, why do I look like I'm like crying? I was laughing too much. And something here looks black on my eye. But yeah, so like that's basically what it is. You got to get to the point where we start to, you know, understand what we got to change. Something, why does something look so dark on my eye there? Anyhow, I'm going to leave it. We got to get to the point where we look at fixing things. And for me, it's like, okay, so what do we do from here? And I don't know what we do. All I know is that Jamaicans got to do something to save their music. It's just going to tank if you don't do anything. You got to get the artists on the same page with the producers, on the same page with the selectors, on the same page with the media. You need real media people that can really, really, really come out and support the artists and the music. You need people that can kind of be the historians and give a breakdown of what has transpired in the history of reggae and dancehall. And you need people that can give the critical analysis and say, look, here's what you're going to have to do. Like from 2014, I talk about this all the time. I came and I said, I don't know. I don't think that, you know, this is going to work out because it's like it's starting to go downhill and I'm starting to see, you know, people going uphill in other genres. And it just like you're just watching this tank and it's like, okay, well, um, Armani, the dancehall artist, Armani is going to be. Well, let me see if I can pull this up. Armani's going to be in Toronto, it looks like. Is that Toronto? It's called Color Color, the event. Oh, this is in Montreal. So Armani is in Montreal this week, Saturday. Um, it's Nike versus Adidas versus Puma Fiesta edition, featuring Armani from Jamaica. I'm supposed to do a little segment with him. I'm gonna pre-record it if I when I can coordinate the time, so that he's gonna be up here. So let me see if I could pull up the flyer. What do you mean you don't want to hear about him? Who that? Jesus God. Yeah, let me see here. Oh no, this is the Barbie edition. Okay, this one. Let me see. Why all you don't send me these flyers before the time I go live? Want to send me the flyer while I live? Jesus God. All right, let me show you this. This is the event here. Yeah, it's going too big. So yeah, it's in LaSalle. Oh my gosh, bring this in. All right, good. So yeah, this is our money in LaSalle. This is gonna be this week's Friday, the 6th. What day is the 6th? You guys always put me on the spot. I don't even know the days of the week. That's the 6th. Yeah. So tickets are the $50 tickets are gone. The $60 tickets are gone. So I don't know. You can contact and check it out for more info if you're in Montreal and you're watching right now. So I'm supposed to connect with him at some point in the next couple of days and look out for that. So you have some dancehall artists all over the place. Yeah, people, that's where we are with life right now. Tough for me to do my job. Tough for me to like. Imagine that people are like, the newsman is talking about rain again. Why is the newsman talking about rain? Allow the rain. Leave the rain alone. Stop talking about the rain. Oh my God, man. I don't know. Like I said, Red Dog, big up yourself. Behave yourself, Red Dog. Hey, people, Red Dog is one of the people that does curse worse than me. You know, don't trigger him in this chat tonight, please. I don't even know if he went off. But is Black's not doing the dancehall discourse with me anymore because he never comes on with me. Black's is really busy, and I'm just pushing forward with the discourse, and because I'm trying to get into like a regular vibe and a regular program, and I'm just trying to get back up and running. So he has a lot of events to do. He has a lot of stuff going on, and when he can come, he'll come. You know what I'm saying? We don't have a problem. We don't have an issue. I actually, to be honest, kind of prefer him not to be here during a lot of the battling. Like right now with going to court now, and like I don't really want him to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? Because the problem isn't really him. The problem is me. And if you know how I am, I'm kind of protective of the people around me being dragged down into shit. And Blacks doesn't care. right? Like Blacks doesn't care. He's not afraid of nobody. You know what I mean? He's fine. But I'm kind of uncomfortable with him being beside me and I'm attacked daily by these guys. Like I feel like he doesn't deserve that. And I always kind of think of people's brands, and brands are very important to me, and I don't want Blacks' brand to suffer from what's going on around me. Um that's the only way I could kind of put it, cuz it's tough for anyone to be friends with me, and it's tough for anybody to be a part of YouTube, because like YouTube is just, I don't know what happened when I came back. I kind of, I guess, maybe underestimated the level of toxicity. The only thing I don't like is when people try to blame me and be like, well, you must be doing something to these people for them to be mad and whatever. And it's just like, yeah, I said hi to them, or I acknowledged them, or I was on a panel with them once or whatever. And it's like, we got to get out of this. This has just become like a total, complete like problem. And people are like, look, Babsy, Cardi B had to go to court. People got to go to court all the time. This is just the phase that you are in. Watch, I can lose my blue tick on IG now. Just no, no, you ain't gonna lose it. You're gonna be fine, Mr. Blue Tick. Um, yeah, no, Kita, I know you're not afraid. Please, we know this, Nikita. That's why I told you I only have one done, Nikita done. Um, yeah, it's just been a miserable time on YouTube, and I'm just trying to push through it and battle through it, and you know, yeah. Although my photo with Lauren Hill got people, yeah, I saw you up on the stage with Spraga Benz and all of them too. I'm like, guade. But yeah, so you're successful and they hate it. That's it. Yeah, yeah, no, it's like, I think the biggest problem for YouTube right now is that the entrance fee to get in is like at rock bottom, meaning all you need is a phone and the internet and you're a blogger now. But what's happening is when guys are coming into the blogging, they're beginning to realize that, oh, this is not just me coming up here and talking on a video about like stuff, and then, you know, like I have to put in work. I have to learn how to edit videos. I need to learn how to make like, hold on. I need to learn how to make like my internet fly in when I'm going live. Like, how do we do that? Like, there's a learning curve, and I don't think they thought that that was gonna be a part of it. So they've just resorted back to what is comfortable for them. Sakyamada, Bati man, blah blah. Like that's where they are. That's their level. And now they've come into blogging and they can't level up. They can't level up. They can't read. They can't write. They can't do things that's going to help them level up. So what are you going to do when you can't level up? You start to drag down everything around you. Right? That's why when people are drowning, they always say be careful when you go to when someone's drowning, cuz what normally happens is the person that goes to save the person drowning ends up drowning. Right? Like this is where they are now. They're like pull at everybody because I'm not going to be able to elevate from here. I can't edit videos. I can't import Final Cut. Hold on. A MacBook Pro is going to cost me 3 grand for me to use Final Cut and Adobe After Effects and Adobe Premiere Pro. I can't do that. What about the little free edition of CapCut online? Let me use that. But now you're seeing you can't keep up. You can't keep up. And because you can't keep up, you don't know the music, you don't know whatever. You're in this phase of like, fuck this girl. I'm going to bully her and push her around. So that's just what it is. And one other thing about it is they do this thing, and I realize because I'm a very like I studied sociology and psychology in university. I didn't like minor in it, but I took like courses in it, so I've always kind of been interested in it. Like they're trying to make me look like I'm problems so that people don't come around me. right? They're trying to make it seem like Babbzy has drama around her all the time. But when you get to the bottom of the drama, what's starting it? What's the basis of it? Is it Babbzy doing something? No. It's Sir Q coming on my platform. So Sir Q coming on my platform is a problem for people. That's nobody's business who's on my platform. Right? But they will make a drama from that and then make it look like Babbzy, yaga 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 yo, right? So now you see men coming after me, and in the real world, you're gonna say to yourself, but hold on. Why are these men? Babbzy must be troubling them. Babbzy must be doing them something because in the real world, you're thinking about real men that are men, and you're saying men don't just bully women like this and fight with women and try to hold down women, but the men in this industry do. And because you probably don't know them, right? And you probably don't know, guys like this, you don't understand what's happening to me because you don't know these types of men. These types of men exist in society, but because you are probably a normal human being that has a regular 9 to 5 job and you're just doing your thing, you're not exposed to these hybrid mama man all day. I guarantee you, if these guys knew dancehall and they knew their stuff, everybody that's secure in what they do, they don't bother me. Soulflow doesn't bother me. Rappa Crappa and Terra Dan, and these guys don't bother me because they're secure in what they do. The only people that bother me are the men that don't know what they're doing. They don't know what to do. They're in this industry now. They're confused. They don't know how to like get this thing under control. And the only thing they've learned growing up with their moms that don't like them is to be a gal. They've watched their mom argue with next women over man. Their dad isn't there. Their dad didn't show them anything. So they don't know now where within themselves to look to say, okay, I want to be a blogger. So I have to go and get the skills of a blogger. I don't have these skills and I have to get them. They look and they're like, Babbzy, what she doing a dance hall? Yo, hold on there. One more do I follow Babbzy? Blood clot, blah. So then it's like, yo, we got to tear her down. I have selectors in Toronto that used to be friends with me that don't even speak to me when they see me. And when I go and I find out, why doesn't this person speak to Babbzy? What did they do? Oh, he's mad because Movado follows Babbzy and he's bought like 40 Movado dubs in his life. What does that have to do with me? What does that have to do with me? You buying 40 dubs from Movado and he doesn't follow you on IG. If you get to the base of what a lot of people don't like me for, they don't like me for the frivolous reasons. Frivolous reasons. Nobody can say Babbzy stole 10 grand from me. Babbzy like nobody. Why you don't like that girl? She chat too much. That's like saying you don't like the bus driver because he drives too much. I'm a blogger. I have to chat. Easy, Drea. We know about Movado. You know what I mean? So basically, they're mad at me for me doing my job. They don't go and argue with the weatherman about why he's talking about the rain every day. That's his job. I'm a blogger. I'm a Caribbean blogger that dispenses information about the Caribbean. No, in their mind, I'm an anti-Jamaican coming in trying to run and get piece of dancehall. Dancehall does not make me $1. That's why I can tell you, Cartel's a problem, take him off the platform. Gaza's a problem, take them off the platform. Bye. Next topic. My most viewed content is baby, the little avatar Babbzy. You see that little avatar Babbzy? That little avatar Babbzy is my own content. Do you know how much money that little avatar makes me on Facebook alone? Byron Messiah? Dickie Unpacking? Like, You think I'm in dance hall trying to fucking make money? I'm not making a dime from dance hall. I'm using my platform to dispense information about my region. That's what got me here. You're trying to take that away from me. I'm a Caribbean blogger that promotes the Caribbean that hates Jamaica. The problem is you don't understand what I do. You still don't get it. You see Mackerel and you see Ivani and you see these people and then you equate me to them. No. I have white people in Montana that want to go on a 50-person yacht ride through the Caribbean and they messaging me for information on that. I have reggae festivals in Europe that want a rookie artist, two veteran artists, and two intermediate artists to be on their reggae festival next year. That is what I'm being messaged for. How could I hate Jamaica and hate dancehall and I spend the bulk of my day getting dancehall artists and on shows and gigs? So it's like you have this you don't even know what I'm do. You don't even know what I do. If you're Jamaican, you should be like, thank, okay, yeah, they have somebody that's here that can talk and give the information out. No, because you want me to come and say, oh, yo, the Jamaica has the best beaches, and Jamaica has the best food, and Jamaica has the best this, and Jamaica has the best that. Right? That's what you want me to say every day. But when you hear me come and say, well, you guys need to be worried about your education system because, oh, yo, you don't like us. You don't like us because you grudge us because we're better than you. And okay, that's what you feel. You still have to. You're at some point you're gonna have to focus on your education system, with or without me. That's your problem. Me not speaking on it is not changing the problem. You have to change the problem, right? This is why even I think molestation and stuff in our communities is so big because it's like this man molested my daughter, but we still live in the same house. Some of you are even to the point where you want to put your daughter out because your boyfriend molested her and you feel that your daughter wants your man. So these are the things that, so of course you're going to look at me like the enemy. If you could look at your own child as the enemy, you're going to look at me like the enemy. I'm not related to you. But if you gave birth to your daughter and you think she wants your man, what are you going to think about me? The situation with Peppa Mongoose, it all played out in front of everybody. His mother doesn't like him. That alone would makes 50% of the people alone hated me because of Big Hill. I can show you message after message after message of people messaging it. Be like, why do you have to show your mom and show off? Some of us don't know our moms. Some of us don't like our moms. This burn hurts, boy. Holy shit. So like, your wife is beating you in your house. That's why you come in to come. You want to shoot me in my face. You want to shoot me because your wife beats you. You just summed up our problem in 30 seconds. All your wife had to do when you were on your rant on the live was come and talk about, you want me to box you in your face right now? That's that one liner explains all of our problems. Your wife beats you, your mom hates you, your sisters hate you. Now you're over on your live talking about you're gonna go report my Instagram. Go report it. Go report it. Your battle is not with me. Your battle is with the demons why your mama don't like you. Your battle is with your demons why your wife is beating you. And domestic violence isn't funny. It's not. But there's nobody on the planet that can tell me. Bye, Red Dog. See you. There's nobody on the planet that can tell me that Pepper Skull's on a live talking about bad man this, and his wife comes into the conversation while he's on his live talking, and she's like, do you want me to box you in your face right now? That woman beats him in real life. That's not a threat. That is a woman that boxes and beats him in real life. He is being beaten up in his house. That was not just a comment. No woman is going to see a man, her husband, on a live segment talking, ranting about being a bad man and a gunman, and she's gonna walk over to basically tell him to shut up and be like, "Do you want me to box you in your face right now?" That's who's offering me gunshots. A man being beaten up in his house by his wife. Nobody can tell me that she doesn't beat him. Women don't talk like that. Women don't talk like that. Women only talk like that when they beat you. Women only talk like that when they've given up on you because you're not a man. You're either not providing financially, which you're not. You're on YouTube all day talking with men, right? Everybody, like, it's such a clear as day situation. These guys have no women. Their women are in situations where they're carrying the weight of the house and they don't have respect for them. So most of these guys are in living situations where their wife has no respect for them. These are the guys barking and yelling at me on YouTube. Men that have no respect in their own home. No woman that's high functioning is going to be sitting down watching their husband talk about Vibes Cartel all day on a live. She has another man. She doesn't like you because she's not trying to spend time with you. Let me give you an example. Every single time I have talked to Fayan Lyons on the phone, which is very often, Bungie Garland is within like 10 feet of her. They are best friends. They go hiking together. That's what a marriage is supposed to be. A marriage is supposed to be a companion, right? A marriage is supposed to be something where a man and a woman is together. Which live is this? Is a shame. You can go on Gray Gray's channel. Gray Gray has the recording. Yesterday morning he lived the recording. Um, he recorded the record. He replayed the recording over and over and over again of Peppa Cell's wife talking about, "Do you want me to box you in your face?" Da 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 da. That's not a marriage. If a woman is telling you, asking if you want to box in your face, you're in some serious problems. Right? You got these are people that are in people that are just in dynamics that they're not happy in, and they're just there. They're just there. He came on the live himself and he came and he said that his mom and him don't deal and this and that. So I'm like, oh. Bungie and Fayan are always together. They're chilling together. They're hanging out together. They're going to work out together, and it's not either of them being forced to do it. They want to be around each other. So when I heard her say, "Yo, you want me box you in your face?" I'm like, wow, you getting your ass whooped on in your house, and you over there on live today worried about like reporting my Instagram. You need to be going and reporting your abuser. You're deflecting. I'm not your problem. Go report me. Report your wife for whooping your ass every day. And I can read these people from a mile away. You cannot be on live for 14 and 15 hours a day. You don't have a life. You don't have a job. You have to have responsibilities. I can't talk to my brother for an hour. He has to take Malik to soccer and Lorenzo to robotics. And like every kid is doing something. They're active. They're busy. Like my brother can't be sitting down on no live for no 14, 15 hours a day. My brother got kids that he's active in their lives with. Hi, Hendrik. So he's like, "Oh my God, my wife, my mom never, me and my mom don't deal." Oh, so then why are you out here on Instagram, on social media, trying to fight with a regional blogger? Your mom, me posting you up made your mama call you, made your sister call you, ask you what the fuck you doing. You still don't get it. You're still defending your position. What are you threatening women for on social media? That's where you need to start at. You threatening women because you getting beat up in your house. Get a job. Go and get a job. When you get a job, your wife will then be able to respect you more. But if she has to take care of you financially, she will not respect you. You're either getting talked to like that because you're in a scenario where you have like two other families and you have to stay with your wife and she just has no respect for you, or like, but like the way she talked to you, just because you're not working and you're not a provider and she's carrying you, that is the sound of a frustrated woman, that she has no man to help her. And you're not actively trying to fix the situation. You're making the situation worse. That's why she's cussing you, because you're home, you're sitting down, you're doing nothing, right? Love Nation sound, big up yourself. You're doing nothing. And you're on the internet, her picture circulating now. So she's like, wait a minute, my picture circulating around the internet because my husband that doesn't work, that doesn't provide, right, is threatening a woman on the internet. That's why she's talking to you like that. If you were providing and you were working and you were helping her out and you weren't stressing her the fuck out, she wouldn't have talked to you like that. Women don't talk to men that are like a rich man cheating. A woman is not going to talk to him like that. A broke man cheating, a woman would speak to him like that. She's talking and degrading you because you don't provide anything. You're supposed to be her husband, so you're supposed to be the protector. You're not protecting her. You have her embarrassed in the streets because you're on YouTube threatening an international blogger to kill them and shoot them in their face. Now you're over there talking about report my channel. Your best bet is to leave me alone. That's your best bet. Your best bet is to come off of me and try and save your marriage. Men that sit down and terrorize women. Hey, Christopher Satchel, long time, boy. Men that sit down and terrorize women, I already know. See blacks there? Blacks, come say hi to the people quick, man. I go drop the live for you, cause the people them say me and you at war. Look, you see now, yeah, everybody happy now that blacks is here. Come say hi, blacks, quick. Don't even have to turn on your camera. You should just give us a sexy voice. But like, your woman beats you in your house, bro. Your woman box you up and knock you up in your house, bro. And you come in to threaten to shoot and kill me. All of you are the same type of man. I already know that. Let me tell you about women. Women are horny. Women want to have sex with their man. Women like fornicating or having sex with their husband just as much as men like fornicating. When women are not having sex with you, it's because they don't like you. When a woman is gonna go and pick up her rose and rather jerk off and use one of her sex toys, it's because there's something about you that she has no respect for. When I see you guys spend so much time on lives and you are on lives in the night and your woman not pressuring you for sex says a lot. Your woman not wanting to cuddle beside you at night and be in a bed with you at night says a lot. So I'm watching you guys on lives for 14 and 15 hours a day. You don't have no real women. You're in a dynamic with a woman where you might live with her and whatever, but you're not in a relationship with somebody that genuinely loves you and genuinely wants to spend time with you and genuinely cares. You're not. You're all in dynamics where you're literally like robbing women of their solitude and you don't even provide them any company. These women are cheating on you. They're having sex with somebody. And it's not you because you're on YouTube all day arguing over artists, dancehall artists. So this is what this thing has come to. A whole bunch of broken men, whatless men, men that don't have no jobs, men that don't work, men that can't provide, men that can't protect. Of course, their women are not going to respect them. A woman is not going to respect a man who has her photo floating all over the internet because he's threatening a woman on the internet. Of course she's mad. Any woman with an ounce of self-respect would be mad. So when you hear her come and jump on and she's like, "Do you want me to box you in your face right now?" So when I'm telling you these are mama man, hybrid mama man them that are like, this is exactly who these guys are. No, it's Pepper Skull, Gaza Dross. Listen, he's in the same dynamic. His woman works, he doesn't. He doesn't provide anything of substance like large in any large amount. These are women that are not able to rely on their man. There's no woman that's in love with her man that's going to be allowing a man to be on a live 16, 17 hours a day. She's having sex with him. She's cuddling with him in the bed at night. She's doing those kind of things. So that's what it is. They're just in dynamics where they have kids, and then Pepper Skull's always talking about, I got to go pick up my kids from school. I got to go pick up my kids from school because he doesn't work. So hearing her come and rant that day and come and ask if he wants a box in his face, I was like, this says all I need to know. This says all I need to know. So these are the guys now that will come and embarrass their women, right? Like, so now I'm a man and I'm in a house and my wife is carrying the weight and I'm a whatless man and I'm a waste man. I'm on the internet all day. At least I should be on the internet all day and I shouldn't even be trying to bring embarrassment to my family. I can't even get that done right. I have my wife's picture circulating around the fucking globe. Like, these guys are weird. These guys are weird, and everything is, oh, you ops this and ops that. And like, look, I'm not allowing nobody to come and push no backwards mindset on me. I'm not interested in this ops talk, and like it's annoying, and I'm done with it. That's why I told you today. Gaza is, you cannot speak on Gaza, cartel, none of that on my channel. Cartel's been removed from my channel, and Gaza conversations have been removed from my channel. Because every time they come up, it's twisted and people are telling lies. You can't twist and tell lies on silence. You see, I stopped talking about Alkaline and I don't mention anything about him or Vendetta. Notice they don't bother me. I don't talk about him. I don't talk about him. So they don't have nothing to say to me. I don't mention him. So Cartel and Gaza is in the same group. Don't mention them on the platform. Next topic. You know what I mean? Like, we could talk about upcoming dancehall artists from France. One of the biggest artists in the world right now is a dancehall artist from France. But yeah, no, I just want you guys to know. Listen, pride, no shame. No, but that's what I'm trying to tell you. When I heard the clip, and you see me, that's the problem with me. You know, I have a heart. You know, I turned around and I was like, oh God, Pepper Skull. Your wife really come trying to box you down while you were on a live? Damn, bruh. You in a fucked up situation. I feel bad for you. I go still press you, I go still charge you and thing, but I feel bad for you. Like, your wife has zero respect for you that she did that. Zero. How could you be live and a woman come threaten to box you down? She didn't even say it in private. She said it for everybody to hear. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. But people, let me go. Tomorrow, I'm doing the Caribbean news. We're gonna talk about the travel advisories. I want to talk about some of the weather notifications that we're getting, and we're gonna just go over some of the situations that have transpired. There's a lot of crime going on in Trinidad right now, kidnappings. There's been some youngsters getting killed. A man drove over his girlfriend and killed her for cheating on him. Like, there's a lot of crazy shit going on in Trinidad. Want to focus on that. Also, murders are up in Barbados a lot. There's a lot of murders going on in Bahamas as well. So I want to kind of talk about that because we got to kind of look at some things that we need to do to kind of alleviate this. We don't want things to get out of control, but Trinidad is having a serious problem right now. The kidnappings are coming back strong. So yeah. Babsy, every platform speak on all the artists, them beat them, bash them respectfully, share them opinions. So you can't talk dancehall without cartel and alka. You know what it is, Drea? I don't want to talk to these people anymore. I'm not interested in them. I'm not interested in them. I'll bring Cartel and Alka back on the platform at some point, but I want these guys to go away from me, and I want to like go back to like normal life for me. And I just feel like where did life become unnormal? Okay, life became unnormal at these points right here. So because of these points right here, get rid of these points. So get rid of what is bringing these and attracting these kinds of people. What was attracting them was wrongfully um alkaline and vendetta, right? That's like talking about anything attracted them because they are of the belief I hate alkaline, right? So every time I would mention him, it would be a war. And then now the same thing is going on with Cartel in Gaza. They're trying to make it seem like, hi, the Observant TV. They're trying to make it seem like I don't like Vibes Cartel and I don't like Gaza. I don't have a problem with Gaza. Gaza people are attacking me. I'm gonna cuss them back. So the anger now is towards me cussing back the Gaza people. The anger should be out towards the Gaza people wrongfully attacking me. And because I realize that they'll never get out of this mindset of they're the victim, get rid of them. Like, so that's where I am. Like, bruh, if I'm online and I have Gaza people coming and attacking me and calling me Bigfoot and transgender and this and that and whatever, I'm gonna cuss them back. And then if you're an innocent Gaza person, why are you mad at me? You need to be mad at the people attacking me. But you're not getting mad at them. You're getting mad at me. You're getting mad at me for replying. And this is the cycle. And we talked about this earlier, but I don't want to get back into it. But that's even the cycle on Instagram. It'll be like, there's trolls from Jamaica attacking Babbzy. They're dissing Barbados. They're dissing Trinidad. They're dissing this island. Of course now, these people are going to diss back Jamaica. The innocent bystanders are watching and then they're like, yo, you know, for this Jamaica, you know, rah, 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 rah. No, you need to talk to the trolls them and tell them not for this small island people. You're always at the wrong stage of the problem. The problem isn't them dissing Jamaica back. The problem is the Jamaican trolls dissing the small islands. Why are you looking past that? I've never gotten up and attacked Gaza people. Gaza people are attacking me. And I cuss them back. The innocent Gaza people are mad. Why are you mad at me? Why are you not telling these people to allow Babbzy? And stop tech on fuckery and stop take boots in and stop listening to lies and stop listening to bullshit. So that's why I said if Nuffy hasn't called me, right? I'm not infracting. But no, you're mad at me and you're mad at the comments that I'm saying back. Right. Like, okay, if, and this is why I don't, and I feel like maybe because of how Bajans cuss, I don't like to cuss with Jamaican people. This is the exact reason why. Somebody will come and be like, you transgender, blah, 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 right? If I come back and say, you big neck rascal, poor great cunt, God bless you. When I tell the person today, you neck bigger than the rims for my rascal car and you got taught for people. I said, but if you fart hard, you can't see the floors in the house that you're standing on in Jamaica, you will drop to the ground. You ain't worried about dropping down beneath the earth in Jamaica. Well, you ain't worried about your galvanized roof blowing off. They'll go and be like, Babbzy are this Jamaican people, and I talk about Jamaican people have galvanized roof and them have board. No, Babbzy's arguing with this person. And this person come from Jamaica. And this person diss me for being a Bajan. And I cuss back this person about Jamaica. Context is important. So every time I defend myself, I get the wrong. Oh, she thought about poor people in Jamaica. No, you as a poor person in Jamaica should not be trolling me and talking to me about what I have and what I don't have, because you don't have nothing. I'm talking to you. I have no problem with big neck people that don't troll me. I'm not biased against big necked people. But if you have a big rascal neck and cussing me, I can cuss you about your big neck. So because of these rules now, well, oh, you can't say this about cartel. Then hear what? Move the fuck from around me, you rascal idiot. Cause if wanna can come and diss me and I ain't gonna diss one back, this got to stop. Move from around me. That's how we can do this. Oh, the y'all not like cartel. No, I don't like you fucking idiot ass trolls in the conversation. Always trying to derail the conversation. Move your cunt. So if I got to blank cartel and blank Gaza to get rid of the trolling and get rid of the bystander Gaza people that don't have a backbone to tell these trolls that are from Gaza, because remember, the problem is the bystanders who are Gaza that are innocent, they don't want to address the trolls because they don't want to make it look like they're going against their team. So they're going to come after me and make it look like I wrong to cuss them back. They're not gonna go and say unallow Babbzy because Babbzy never said nothing about cartel and come off of the fucking girl. Because they don't want to go against their side in public. That is the problem. Dre, I said drop the link there. You understand? So this is the thing now. So then it's always like, oh, you know, fear say this and you know fear me. Go and talk to the people that bothering me. You tell them no fear trouble me. You tell them fear ignore me. You tell them for unsubscribe and blank me. Don't come and tell me how to reply to nobody. Right? So if you come and you say that I look like a man and in your photo you have your child and your child has Down syndrome, your Down syndrome child gonna get hit. They gonna get hit. Hold on.
Subscribe and blank
Hold
me.
on. Turn off the audio, Drea. Turn off the audio. Turn off the audio. Turn off the audio. One sec. Let me bring you in. I'm gonna have to bring you in here. Calm now, Drea.
They gonna get hit.
Drea.
I right here.
Okay, good.
Subscribe and blank.
Turn off the audio. Turn off the live.
Turn off audio. One sec. Let me bring.
Yeah. No. Unmute yourself, but you're running the stream. So the stream is feeding back into the street is feeding back into my stream. So turn off the YouTube. You're listening to it. So turn it off.
You hear me better now?
Yeah, good. It's not just Gaza people, it's all these camps that do this. Yes, I agree. But it's my I'm not talking when I talk about massacre, nobody says nothing to me. When I talk about unruly, nobody says nothing to me, you know? Talk, Drea.
Okay, listen, Babbzy.
Right.
First of all, everybody, good night. Big up on yourself.
You guys
all
can
the
hear her?
clean, nice, hard-working, independent people in the chat, guys as well as gals. Big up on yourself. Babbzy,
Yeah.
come here now. How you can talk about dancehall without speaking on alkaline and cartel? That is not dancehall.
Right.
So at the end of the day, there's every channel, some neutral channel, every channel, Vendetta channel, Gaza channel, every channel speak about the whole of the artists. Them, they get beaten, they get bashing, whether they're talking respectfully or there is their opinion. they get bashing. That is what every fan base gonna do because of the love for the artist, I guess.
Right.
So does that stop you from talking about cartel or talking about alkaline? The point is, if you're talking about a cartel, unless say a current situation, you talk about the current situation. There's no reason for there to be a bashing when you're talking about something current because as you see cartel in the media daily.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
talking about that, there should be no bashing. But Gaza fans, some of them, they don't like certain way when you talk certain way about the artist, whether you're speaking the truth, because you know a lot of people don't like truth.
Right.
Or they'll say, oh, you're never supposed to talk that on the media. But the truth is the truth. So once you're talking the truth, there should be no bashing or there should be no fear of talking about the artist. I talk about every artist when I was vlogging, well, when I was going live. I talk
Right.
about every artist. You don't think I get beaten? I don't give a fuck. I'm going to speak my mind. And once I'm speaking the truth, I don't give a shit. When the artists deserve their credit, they get their credit. When they deserve bashing, if they fuck up, of course we're gonna bash them and say that wrong, move up that, do better. You know,
Right.
like it coming from a place of hate. Or if let's say Alkaline and Movado clashing, we're gonna troll each other wicked. We're
R-
gonna go on like we on the back of real back of field because we repping our artists.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it's not like it's to a point where it's malicious or you want to see the artist dead in real life.
Okay,
So
but
I don't see
so
why taking out Alkaline and Cartel out of the subject of dancehall. How is that gonna make it any better? Because even if you're talking about another artist, you're gonna get the bashing same way.
right. No, here's the thing that I'm looking at it and the standpoint that I'm coming from. So I feel as though that I am battling too much due to the lies and the manipulation of what I'm saying about an artist, right? So, I shouldn't be, if I felt like Massacre is gonna be alkaline in a clash, right? Why am I in a full blown battle for a month, right? Because I'm not a Massacre vlogger. Like, so realist youth can battle Vendetta for a whole month because realist youth is a Massacre vlogger. So he can find the time to come and argue with Vendetta about him thinking Massacre would beat Alkaline in a clash because he is a Massacre vlogger. I am a Caribbean blogger. So I am giving my opinion and I have to move on from that. The issue, what happens is the drag down because of that opinion that would be coming from a vendetta group, let's say, right? If like example, what happened with my opinion thinking that Massacre would beat Alkaline in a clash, I don't have the capacity to do that battle because that battle now takes away from the travel advisories and my reviews on carnivals and my reviews on sokas. Realist you there's is nothing being taken from him because he is there to defend that artist and that's the battle that he was there to put there to be in. I'm not here to battle to defend Massacre. I'm here representing the region and I'm just giving my opinion on a topic. So that's why, like, so for you, you're an MVP blogger. Everybody knows, be careful what you say about Movado, Roundrea. Mind what you say about Alkaline, Roundrea, right? I don't know how you feel about Jamil now, but back in the day, you can't say nothing about Jamil. And you now, as an MVP blogger, you can battle Yeti Boss, who's Gaza, or battle JA Radio. And because they know that you are MVP and they are Gaza, there's a mutual understanding between you all, which is why you can be Vendetta MVP, Gully, and go on Yeti Boss's live. No one is allowed to disrespect you on Yeti's live because the understanding is this is what we're doing as the type of style videos that we do and the content that we provide. Drea is a Gully Vendetta blogger. Babbzy is a regional Caribbean blogger. I don't have the capacity to fight over Massacre and Alkaline. And then for me now, when this becomes a back and forth, I don't have the patience to deal with that because this is one small component of my platform. So I would more rather dash it off the platform and live in peace, right? Which is what I did with Vendetta. I got rid of Alkaline. You will not. When last have you seen them come after me? They don't bother me, right? And that's why, because I need to talk tomorrow about the Caribbean. I need to talk Friday about soca. So that's why. That's why we like for me, I have to deal with the situation differently because I don't have the respect that you have from a Gaza. Because as much as you are MVP, Gully, Vendetta, Wiz and Shaq will never diss you. Yeti Boss will never diss you. Soul Flow will never diss you. I don't have that respect.
But Babsy, how did you think I get that respect? You think it's because these people? No, I get no fight too. No fight too. But what? I'm not gonna make no idiot. You have to you don't fucking like me, but you're going to respect me. You're not gonna put my name in any and any fuckery. Yet he them respect me because I don't know, I just militant. And I fight my way through like everybody else. The point is you cannot make nobody determine what you do on your platform. You do it respectfully, leave it at that. Dancehall, you cannot pick and choose which artist in dancehall to talk about. If you're talking about dancehall, you're the one who goes to the Sumfest. When you go to the Sumfest, don't you see all the artists? Don't you speak to them? Do they have any grievance against you?
None.
No. Once you and the artist them good, what do you give a shit about two little fucking canvas of fucking waste paint
Okay.
talking?
So
You tell me.
okay, let me tell you. So context again. The situation for me is you see how Peppa Skull got called from his family in seconds when Team Babsy gets involved? This is I don't want Team Babsy battling Vendetta. That's not what we're here for. And when Vendetta people come and argue with me or disrespect me because of my opinions about Alkaline, Team Babsy is going to roll out blazing. I do not want that because I don't feel talking about Alkaline on my platform or Cartel on my platform is worth Team Babsy rolling out over. Team Babsy's needed for Team Babsy's needed for Dear Babsy. Team Babsy's needed for the links that I have for my followers, right? My immigration and my children's aid, all the links that I've built from my following for Dear Babsy for help. These people will jump in when I'm being dragged and they will dig up behind these people. They're because they will come out. They're gonna be like, you said Babsy's transgender, and she said, what? You're lying. She never said that on her video. And who are you? I'm gonna go and dig up in your immigration file now because of that. Oh, I just saw you coming through the airport here at Atlanta. You diss Babsy. Let me hold you. Like Team Babsy is deadly, Drea. They don't play. So I am trying to control a situation. So to me, Alkaline and Cartel are not worth the stress that is going to go with fighting with Gaza and fighting with Vendetta and having Team Babsy get involved. I don't feel like they're worth that.
Teradan speak on a lot of artists.
Mm-hmm.
And Teradan make you know straight up. I cross yeah, I don't say fuck all. Uno can type till uno week. Teradan don't answer. Teradan don't care. Academics get the most hate. Academics don't care. He's still gonna say what he have to say. I'm not saying disrespect no artist or go in no disrespectful manner. But nobody is gonna detect what I do on my job unless I'm doing something really hazardous and it putting other people at risk.
Okay, so let me
But
give you.
I'm gonna speak on an issue when there is need to. So
Okay.
all this I did this all of this is just I don't know the fear mongering and all of that. No, sometimes you do your life, you go. Who want to talk after? Kiss my ass. I care zero. You
Right.
could beat your gum till you're weak. I
So
will not answer.
so watch this though. Academics, right? Is is a Drake vlogger, is a Takashi 69 vlogger, right? Like so he is known as being a representative for certain artists. He's not neutral in hip hop. So the beating that he gets is expected because he's not neutral. So when Kendrick Lamar is whooping Drake's ass, right? And he's coming and he's like, well, Drake, and then Kendrick got bots, and he's gonna get whooping for that because he's not seen as a neutral blogger. So he
Okay, so let
so
me go.
so I'm not
Let
I'm
me go this
neutral.
thing.
I'm neutral. Like the only blogger really like I'm well, I shouldn't say the only artist, but the only artist that I'm like die hard representative of that basically are not even in isn't even in drama is like Conscience and like DeMarco, right? Those are the two artists that like I would whoop ass for, but they're not cult artists. They're not artists that have like the following like a Gaza following or a Vendetta following where the next day and the next day and the next day and every move you make and then they try to go and they try to drag down everything you do. This is what they do. They when they stick on you, they stick on you. So like I said, Vendetta can fight with Realist Youth. Realist Youth is here to defend Massacre. Babbzy has to talk about a million and other one topics.
Okay, so let me clear this other thing now.
Right.
Thing with you and Pepper Skull. First and foremost, Pepper Skull, listen. Pepper Skull, I told you, I warned you, I said, Pepper Skull, apologize and make this 40 days, 40 nights done. We tired. Now, Pepper Skull, is you first this start this, you know? Truth be told, I don't know a G again talk truth, no matter which way it lean. Pepper Skull, you started this when you come and say the thing about blacks them. And we tell you that wasn't true. I was at the black show. Nothing like that happened. There was trolling on the platform. It was just trolling. You took it serious and you ran with it. I said it's a lie. I even said I could go for my camera and show you the footage of the party. Nothing like that. You should have just left it as that. You even spoke to Babbzy because at the time Babbzy was helping you with your monetization. And she explained to you, nothing like that happened. But instead you done it, you went and you doubled down on it. That was your mistake. All you had to do was say, you know what, I was wrong, fuck it. You never had to come publicly. You could have told Babbzy privately, because you were talking to her on IG already. You understand? Then you keep pushing this thing. If you know you and Babbzy already have an issue over what was said earlier, when you see any conversation with Babbzy name come up, let everybody else talk. You shut your mouth. You either shut your mouth or you jump off the platform. Nobody can fault you for that. But when every minute something is said, you want to jump and give your 2 cents. This, I told you, this wasn't gonna end well. You should have left it alone. The other day you come in Babbzy chat, I told them, don't time me out because I was talking to you. I said, Pepper Skull, leave this thing alone. But you want it to be bad. You can't do that, bro. It was your fault. It's you started this. You had the option to end it. Even when I did the video, I was at work. Babbzy had no clue. I just did the video on my lunch break and I fucking put it up because I knew the things you did was fuckery and I could have.
Go easy.
What you did was fuckery. You know it, I know it, Babbzy know it. It was fuckery. But what you wanted to do, you wanted to grandstand for your friends to make it look like is we were wrong. No, you were wrong. You were supposed to say, fuck it, I done with it. You explain it, it don't go so. But you want to keep and you say you're trolling the lady. That was what you said, you know. You said it's troll you was trolling her. Why you gonna troll somebody who was just helping you? How does that make sense? It doesn't. It best you just keep your mouth closed because you know you already had a fuck up. And I told you, apologize. And you didn't. So you still make it look like she knew I did the video. She had no clue I did the video. The reason I didn't take down the video is because you did not apologize. That is why I never took down the video. I told you apologize, I would take it down. You never apologize. No, you go on and threaten people. Bro, what you did was wrong, wrong, wrong. Even if you go and file police report, they're going to ask you how all of this begin, who started. What are you gonna say? You were wrong, bro. Sometimes you just have to know when you're wrong. You hold on your fucking fool. And even the other day we begging for you. But you decide you're not backing down. So the fuck I gonna keep begging for you and you're not backing down? Every minute you go on with something else.
I'm begging for him.
No, don't do it.
I
No,
was
you
begging
were
for
wrong,
him.
Pepper Skull. And if nobody don't tell you, you were wrong because you're not telling your friends the whole story. And you're not telling them everything that you said. Because if you had told them everything that you said, they would kick you to the curb. I am telling you, no, Gaza uncle, no, Drea never tell a lie. You understand? If you had said to them exactly what happened, they would kick you to the curb. But you came back and make. I don't standing up for Babbzy now. Babbzy can't stand up for herself. It's size 12 she wear.
13 and a half.
You hear? So I don't standing up, but you were wrong. You were wrong, and things you talk. But I won't talk it. But you know why you talk. And I tell you, apologize. I told you that in Babbzy comment section the other day. You were fucking wrong. So that even me call and beg Babbzy to remove the picture, you know. Remove it.
I got proof.
I did all today. I said, Bumbleclad, take it down.
Thank you. That's 100% true. I'm a mother life.
All you had to do was apologize, bro. You know you were wrong. And that's why I say a lot of people on your life, Pepper Skull, watching your life that day, no, let me tell you, you can know your friends. Because if you have 100 people in that chat room, 99 of them was bootsing you to keep offering her gunshot on a public platform. You're going to see her in Tim Hortons and shatter. Not one is one person. I don't call it no name, you know. One person who came and they said to you, no. And that is the last person Drea would expect that from. One person. And that is how you end the life. That one person. The whole of the rest, them, is poison you should mix in Kool-Aid and give them. Because they're watching you go to prison and they're not telling you stop.
It's Fryneck. Bruce.
This should have never reached this point. Every day I tell Babbzy that. Ask her. Every day.
It's Bruce that told him to stop it.
I don't call it no name.
Yeah, no, so but I just want to make it clear because people are listening. Okay. It was Bruce Unruly that told him to stop it.
Pepper Skull is you started that when you run with that lie about blacks get page. Because you heard a rumor from someone and you run with it. It was just trolling. They were just trolling Babbzy. You took it too serious. Stop pick up people argument. You don't know nothing about it, love it. It's simple. And for the steel belly duckling that typing up everywhere about Ray and instigator. We don't have to instigate nobody. If it's war, we know it's war, we get in step. You understand? No, Drea not on internet. Drea busy with her family. Babbzy, you know what my nephew fall on his neck, break his neck? I on instigating what? Steel belly, go and look at life. Okay. Nobody looking on you. Not even me. You better to make me put on my Bumbleclad Gideon boots on you. Yeah. Go and keep by yourself. You too little bit enough with nothing, like an empty bag of bomber clad chips. Don't make me, hey, I warning you. You know, me da give uno steel belly. So if you don't think you can block shot, you know say when you roll out in a full black, everything done. Stop. Don't even try. Yeah, go and find something to do. Go and wash some bomber clad underwear or some fucking drawers. Don't try it. Don't look in no friend. Nobody that had to like me. I hate you worse. Playing up. So don't come about no instigating and instigators. Go and suck your mother. Yeah. And suck your mother. Call my name. Let me come and turn your steel belly into empty mud. This thing, Babsy, I hope you and Pepper Skull done with it.
No, I'm
If
done.
you
Um,
if you say gone legal,
yeah, gone
do
legal.
not come back. You know once something gone legal,
That's
you
it.
cannot speak on
I'm
it
good.
anymore.
I'm good.
But if you come back, I will come on the live and I will done you like you is my
No,
worst enemy.
no, I know that. I have three. It's three legal. It's Gaza Uncle CV and Pepper Skull. Those three are going. This is in motion. I'm not backing
So when
down
you
off
say
nowhere.
Gaza all go to court, where is my child support going?
I
Hey,
don't.
you rob me with my food,
Listen,
you know.
he gonna get hit the hardest. Trust.
Hey, I hate. You know, see this YouTube fuckery. YouTube used to be so peaceful, so nice, so respectful. You understand?
Here's
And
the
fun.
thing. Here's the thing, Drea, and this is what people need to understand, right? I am a jovial, playful, happy person in real life. Like you see, Sir Q came up here the other day, and I'm like, Jerry Curl ain't dripping, bruv. Da 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 da. That's my normal personality, right? But I have to know you, and I have to like you to play with you. If I don't like you, I'm not playing with you. If I don't like, so I don't like CV. Don't talk up. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. I don't like Gaza Uncle. Don't play with me. I don't like Pepper Skull. Don't play with me. I love Rappa Crappa. Rappa Crappa can rag on me all day. That's my boy. I love him in real life. Terradan, CMR, that's my peoples. If they joke and call me Bigfoot, I'm not saying a word. But when I don't like you, don't play with me. I'm not playing no game with you.
So Uno here, the woman said to play her content, she will strike
I
Uno, she
don't
within
like
her
you.
right
I don't
because
like
it's her
you.
content. Okay? Like she said from a long time, Uno can use her content to review it respectfully, no wahala. You understand? But when Uno using her content and disrespecting her, nobody is gonna tolerate that because you wouldn't like it for yourself. Use it. But do, if she said something wrong, correct her.
Simple.
Correct her. She can't come and cuss. But don't disrespect the woman. So, Pepper Skull, done with that thing there. When you hear anybody talking about Babbzy, do not join no conversation. Yeah, I warning you tonight. Hold there begging for your pussy clot, you know. Don't make me beg in vain. Because if you go back and talk about the woman again, I will come and waste my time just for you. Yeah. Don't have nothing to say. I plead the fucking fifth. That is it. Me and the woman in problem, I don't want no more problem. You forget two of uno in Canada. In quick time, both of uno can go to court. Whoever taking each other to court. Who are liar money? Talk truth. And the money you not going to waste on liar. Uno don't have children to put it in the college fund. Eh? Run up and down with headache. First and foremost, Babbzy don't paying for lawyer. Pepper Skull again tell you that because Tyrone ever here. She not paying for lawyer. So when you're going to waste 10 grand to retain a liar, just to retain a liar, is you losing. All this nonsense on YouTube don't call for. Let people do their bomboclad podcast in peace. YouTube don't have no bomboclad police. If YouTube, your content is in violation of YouTube policy, they will take it down. It's not nobody on YouTube that can say Ray. Let people do their content. Let them breathe. If somebody make a mistake, simple correct them and say, well, this is the correct information. What's so hard in that? Uno to stop. Go do uno artists gain uno enough things to talk about. Uno shouldn't busy up and down with every word somebody say. Oh, I have to correct this. I have to debunk what? Correct what? Like serious, Pepper Scully, I warn you, and I warning you publicly. No conversation with Babbzy. You have your right whether you want to talk or not. But you know, once you talk, what come back of that? You understand? Babbzy, don't come back on this platform and talk about Pepper Skull.
No, I good.
I will call in and drag you.
Okay, I hear you. I hear you.
Do your fucking content and you cut.
That's-
Who want to talk the business that you are too casy? I like Terodan. Retired man.
Yep.
Pepper Skull, I beg for you today. Yeah, because you're balling your family picture all over the place. So I beg for you today. Let me waste my begging and you see what happens.
My thing is, Drea, they're trying to paint the picture like I just come out of nowhere and do this thing to this man. And that's why and same with CV. CV, I copyright strike CV. CV in the reply back is saying, oh, you could have called me and asked me to take it down. Are you fucking kidding me? You're really.
But you said it from how long? First of all, CV, you and Babbzy don't agree. You should not be touching the woman content.
Period.
Period.
He's trying to
and
sell
the
the
people
story.
them on your platform who see you, none of them will say, bro, you and the woman no good enough. Leave the woman things. We don't want World War III. Don't pick up the lady content, bro. Just leave the woman things.
He's trying to make it seem like this was this, like, unmalicious review of, like, he's trying to make it seem like, oh my God, how come I have a copyright strike? I just saw this content so wonderful that I wanted to review. Why is she striking me? So that's why I sat down with YouTube. And I'm like, are you kidding me? In the report the man wrote, all I had to do was contact him and he would have removed the video. I'm like, are you kidding me, CV? You're really gonna sit down with YouTube right now and pretend like you haven't been terrorizing me for 3 years? No, I go take it to your wicked. Now I'm gonna take it to your wicked. Now you have to go get a lawyer and go and come in copyright court and come and prove why this is your content and you have the right to call me transgender and all these things on the video. Come, fool. You want to play around? You people feel you have the right to terrorize people. Team Babbzy is involved because my mom and my dad just died. Because you all hate your mother and you all don't know your father, you might not understand what I'm dealing with. So when I've said to you respectfully, stop lying. Stop going. And it's not even like you're lying. I wouldn't even care if you'd be like, Babbzy used to fuck next to that and these things. These are not things I would check you on. But when you sit down, you're like, I call you at 3 o'clock. Babbzy called me at 3 o'clock in the morning. You're lying. Babbzy sent gunman to kill my children. You're lying. Babbzy got paged by blacks and Babbzy. You're lying. Go and lie about blogger stuff. Babbzy, I feel DeMarco and Babbzy having an affair and blah blah blah. DeMarco married and have his wife, and that's my brethren. DeMarco's my dad, my granddad, my uncle, my brother, my cousin. When my dad died, DeMarco saw me falling apart and he stepped in. So if people were running around and saying shit like that, them things that don't bother me. But you're lying about my character. You're lying about the things that I'm doing using my platform with. CV in the rebuttal says all I do is go around and tear down people on YouTube and fight everybody's channel. Boy, I can done you in court for that, I strike you before you just say, let me take the strike and go my way. You want to counter it because you want to play bad man with me. I told you, leave me alone. Now you're going to have to go to court. And I go drag you. Tyrone is like, oh, counter copyright? Let's get it. Here's the time we got him. We ready now. Now you want to, you want to counter? All right, let's go. You asked for this now. Now you asked for the court. Babbzy's not even just randomly giving it to you. You asked for it. You're countering her strike of her asking you to take down her content with you disrespecting her on it. You're gonna counter it and be like, there was no disrespect here. This is a malicious strike against me. Okay. You're making it seem like I'm some random person that you don't know and you never met and you just reviewed my content and you're a person that has been terrorizing me for 3 years. But you feel like you have the right to go on a video and come and call me transgender and these things. We gonna go to court.
All this YouTube fuckery just needs to done.
Everybody wants to bully and be bad, and I'm not letting you bully me. I'm fighting you back. If I have to kick you down, if I have to have you fucking get children's aid, you are launching a war against me, and all I've asked you to do is leave me alone. Stop calling my name in lies on your platform. I never asked you to stop talking about me. If you disagree tonight about me saying that dancehall needs an entity and these things, then you could disagree. But you guys are not doing that. Oh, she a try fight my channel and she a copyright and she a put this. Yo, leave me alone. What is so hard about unsubscribing to me and not watching my content? Why are you also compelled to be upon and eat me and terrorize me for? You have to pay for that. You have to pay for that.
Like I said, all this need to stop.
Thank you.
Everybody in the yard paying their own rent or their mortgage, their internet paying their own bills. And I turn on my life is my internet, is me paying my own bills. What the fuck I say? I say. Don't come in my yard and tell me how to run my yard when you don't even have a yard that you could run. Simple. You do your vlogging, you are your artist. Go and vlog about your artist. If you no artist don't give you no content, go in on an artist DM or call them and tell them what the fuck is going on. We need music. We need this. We need that. We're not getting anything. Why is the river so fucking dry? And get content. It's simple. Allow people on their own personal opinion. That's their opinion. You can't fight it. So I don't know what all this fighting over. This thing need to done. Oh, I did tire. It
Thank
need
you.
to done.
Yeah, I good.
No, wait there. 10 star, come. 10 star, come. 10 star. Gia Nation know you, oh God, for years. 10 star. You was like a faithful boyfriend to how Drea used to take in you and your program. Now, 10 star, kindly tell me, 10 star, you made a statement Drea praying you. 10 star, what could Drea be praying you for? 10 star, what could Drea be praying you for? The character that I saw you in, 10 star, that is not you. So you better change back quick, like the old you, the respectful 10 star. You understand? That defend the ladies and don't disrespect the ladies. 10 star Drea have no reason out of this world to pre you. You understand? I could have pre you, but Drea never pre you. Because every man, no matter what you say, once it come to disrespect, you stand up because you have a woman, you have a wife, or you have, well, I don't know if you're a wife, but mother, niece, this, that. So don't make it look like Drea preying you because you type somewhere and Drea didn't respond to you. Half the time the lives are going on, I am already at work. Sometimes I make a one comment, I work with my hands. My hands are not free. I say good morning, bless up. I go back. I get a chance again. I come back and type. I did not see your message. What reason would I have not to answer you? I've been answering you everywhere all along. We meet up on many channels. After that, you came under one of my videos. You commented. Enough time. After that. So don't make it look like now that maybe you and a person have an issue and me and that person is friend. I'm praying you. No. Or you tie the comment that I didn't respond to, you're tying it to now. Don't do that. that comment was a while back. It didn't just happen yesterday or last week. It happened a while back. You understand? I just didn't see your message. Even Warrior used to be typing to me, and I never see it. And when I come back and she's there, I say, "Oh, bless up, Warrior." She said, "Jay, I know you're busy. Your hands are busy." So not because somebody don't reply, they are preying you. I'm at work. Anybody know me? I'm always at work. So 10 star that state that what you make is false statement, false allegations against Jia Nation. You understand?
Where was that
Don't do them
statement
thing there
made?
publicly. Yeah, don't do them thing there publicly, not against Jia. And the only reason Jia don't run out on you 10 star is because she respect you. You understand? But false allegation, anybody know once you lie on Jia, she coming for you. So yeah, I'm just letting you know, Gia not preying you for nothing. And I don't know why would you think I'm preying you over a comment. That's not even plausible. That's not even yeah. No, don't do that. Even if Greg go live and he don't see me, you'll hear Greg say, "Big up yourself, Gia Nation. I know you're there at work." Like, seriously? No man, don't do them thing there publicly. And don't tie something that happened months ago to something that's happening now to make it sound more believable. Don't do that. I don't know you as that kind of person, and you had to run them kind of joke there. You understand? So ten side us making you know that. And you know you could have if that at the time that happened, you could have reached out to Julia. I am on Instagram. You could have reached out and said, "Mama, me hail you up, me never see you answer." I could have explained. Sometimes a lot of things is just miscommunication and misinformation and misunderstanding. But yeah, Gia to roll them with it. So they run them joke there with Gia 10 star. Big up yourself still. Yeah.
I don't want to say anything about 10 star. Any
I know
other?
you don't want to say anything. That's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah,
You
I
don't
good.
know.
Yeah,
I
no, I
don't
good.
want you to
No,
say anything either.
yeah, no. So what? You have anything else you want to talk about?
No, no, I'm good. Everybody big up on yourself. Done the war. 10 star. Not 10 star. 10 star big up yourself. Not you. Pepper Skull. Keep your mouth closed when it comes to Babs. You can talk about everybody else. Keep your mouth closed. You understand? It's simple. Conversation with Babs. You know, even if you see the man them beating her to sickness, Babs, you can defend herself. You don't jump in it. You understand? Yeah.
Respect to Drea Nation.
I
Um,
done. I beg, oh, I dey tire.
my career so about
I dey tire.
Dre,
Hey,
you see this here? I ain't gonna even
what?
show you. See his Fenty Beauty. I I
I'm
I
not looking.
I
I'm not looking on you, know,
I hear
because I know Leandra coming here, and it's me and Leandra
I
rolling, and I
I
know she don't tell me
I hear
Rihanna get the
packets.
things them for me. You can go with your one lip gloss.
I I
It's
hear
all.
I hear packets set up from my cousin. You understand? From my
Yeah,
from
she
my
tell
cousin
me, she say
from my
Rihanna get
cousin
the things them
Rihanna.
for me. I say hurry up and
I hear
forward.
my cousin Rihanna Fenty Beauty things coming cross here for you, but I ain't know this. That's what the streets say. That's what them say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't show off for me with your one little lip gloss. It's all right.
Man, everyone like you more than me anyway. So you go on, go take the things, man. You go long. You go.
You
That's
bless
cause
upon yourself. Living.
that's only cause you Babsy YouTube BFF, you ain't on nobody, you're not nobody, you're not come from nowhere.
Well, that truth.
Shut up,
That
yes.
truth.
No, people, I wanna say something about Drea though in front of her and I wanna give her the flowers.
Oh my God, don't do that.
From my
Eh.
no, from my mother die. I tell you, if it wasn't for Drea, I don't know, boy. I don't know. When my father got sick, in the beginning, Drea was like, you need to call this number, you need to do this, you need to handle this, you need to like it was like boom, 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 because that's the kind of the field that she's in. So she knew everything right away, this, that, whatever. And like people need to understand like Babsy isn't just a one person show, and there's a lot of things that go on where like behind the scenes there are people that are really trying to help coordinate and push back and elevate and thing. And Drea's been one of those people. And my dad loved Drea. My dad
Don't tell
loved
them Babs leave
Drea.
too much. Ah, don't tell them what
My
Bentley
father,
leave me,
my the same
Don't
iPad you see my mother bury with. The only YouTube vlogger my mother used to watch is Drea. And my all my old aunts that are 70 something years old, Sunday night go Drea gonna go live. They say, Carla, come and set up this thing here with the girl that sweet girl that discuss sweet, sweet, sweet. I hope she get drunk tonight because you know she just talk pretty when she get drunk. All right. So then I gotta come and set up the video for her. So understand this conversation now. She's not some fan calling in just talking. This is Dwayne calls her Drea Bab. So that's
Yeah.
to tell you, that's my brother. He calls her Drea Bab.
Mind you make steel belly getting it feelings, you know.
Stop this
Don't do
here, you
it.
know. Stop this here, you know. All right. All right. All right. I ain't calling nobody name. I ain't talking about nobody. I ain't saying a word. 10 starts. I sent a message to you. You can hear how I feel about the situation. And however it go from there, it go from there. But I'm not coming on no platform and come talk about that out to you right now. That to me,
Oh, you're not talking to 10 star. No, don't talk to 10
yeah,
star.
no, no.
Low 10
I good
star.
man. I good man. I good man. So anyhow, um, everybody have a great night. Say bye to the people, Dre, and tell them how to follow you and thing.
Good night, people. I'm everywhere. TikTok, IG, Facebook. Where else I am? Where else I am? Everywhere, everywhere. All social media.
And let me
I'm
send
everywhere.
DeMarco. Let me send DeMarco a message. Send DeMarco he message.
Bye, Demarco. If I send you that message, there, I have to drink rum before I send you. And I don't drink no rum tonight. When I drink a rum, I will send you because it sounds clearer.
He's coming back this week. I talked to him, so he's gonna be back on TikTok and YouTube this week. So everything sorted out.
People, good night.
Bye,
We are
Drea.
humans. Act like humans.
Thank
The
you,
only non-human element is the steel belly over this or
Drea.
so.
I gotta hang up on you. Bye. Love you. Take care. Be
Yeah,
good.
good night.
Later. I don't know who's Steel Belly, and I ain't having that conversation with nobody. I don't know nothing about nobody. I don't want nothing to do with none of these people. I good, and that's how it is. Tomorrow night we're gonna do the news, and we're gonna give a breakdown of everything that's happening in the Caribbean, weather, travel advisories, all of that. So we're gonna get it up and running. If you haven't seen my video yet on Instagram about Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck, go check that out on my Instagram, Strictly Babbzy. Make sure if you're watching on the replay, you drop a like and you actually share. I am noticing I'm getting back into the algorithm now. So you know it's gonna be boom tick tick, boom tick tick. But here because the people gonna be vexed when they see me come up and you are so feeds and thing, they're gonna be like Babbzy. But I coming back upon them. You understand? Yeah, I getting back. We building. So tomorrow, 6 p.m. Caribbean News. Make sure you guys are there. Love you. Take care. Be good. Stay out of trouble. I gone later.